Welcome to the EquinEdge platform. I'm Scotty McKeever, and it's good to be with you guys today. Big day today, the ultimate betting challenge at Santa Anita and Gulfstream Park. I'll be in that. Yours truly. I qualified for one of my entries by winning the Pegasus tournament, and I bought another one with my winnings from my big score that I had in my pick 5 at Tampa Bay. I'm sure you guys have a lot of questions. We'll talk about that. So to avoid copyright issues, good to be back on YouTube. What we're going to do is I'm going to turn the sound up. I'm sure a lot of you are watching from your TV anyways, but I'm going to turn the sound up so we can at least listen to it. For those of you that are on your mobiles and watching from Twitter or wherever you're watching from, then we'll at least have the sound up so you guys can hear it. I don't think they can flag us for that, right? I don't think you like the hair, Chris. I did try to do hairdo there. You like the faux hawk or what? Does it make me look like I'm in my 40s instead of my 50s? We're at a YouTube jail. Thanks to RTM for sending they were pretty cool. They sent a letter and said, "Hey, take these good people out of jail." So RTN, thank you very much for that. But as far as showing live racing, that's going to be tough to do. I'm not sure if we will be able to ever do that, but we're working on it. You know how we do it. You do like the hair. Oh, okay. So is this a good new look for me? I look younger. I look hipster. All right. I can grow a pretty good beard too, Chris. I can grow a pretty good beard. We have 6 minutes before race number 1, and you can see I'm up. I've got $2,000 in one account. I'm going to try to work through that first. As a matter of fact, I didn't even really look up the rules. I'm pretty sure you can play all of Gulfstream Park races, all of Santa Anita races. Let me know. Do I have to bet a certain amount on each race? I'm not sure. And how many of them do I have to play? Marshall, what up? Great day today. Yeah. Anthony, hello. Norm. What up, Justin? Good job. Did you guys see Justin and Brady's? Did you see their podcast that they did? You can check that out on YouTube. If you haven't seen it, you want to check that out. No beard, just keep the hairs okay. All right. I'm down with that. Thank you. What's up, Justin? Good job, by the way, on that. I got a chance to see. There's Brady. Braden. What's up, Braden? We got to tell the story. Brady, I don't know if you've told that story about Tiger Woods. Can I share that story? Is that okay? No beard, Deb? Brady, I got to share that story. I'm going to probably chop it up a little bit, but as you told it with Tiger Woods. I can tell it? Okay. So, and by the way, I saw the video you sent me. Dude, lose the beard. It makes you look 10 years older. You look fantastic. What up, Graham? You look fantastic. I mean, you look like a young buck. You look like you were 20 years old in that. How old was that video? Yeah, no secrets. So Greg already knows the story. So it doesn't even matter, Greg. So Brady was, I don't know where in perspective from where Tiger was hitting. I'm not sure if it was a driver or what it was, but evidently Tiger's shot went astray and hit Brady. And what did you get, Brady? You got a sign, he signed his autograph on what? A shirt, a hat, a ball? What did he do? That was 10 years ago? Man, you know what? When you start getting gray in that beard, like I can't grow, well, first of all, I can't grow a beard like you have. And if I did, it'd be all gray. For sure. He gave you his glove? Okay, that's pretty cool. And a sore back. You don't know anything about a sore anything until you get 50 years old. Good morning, Greg. What up, Coach? Hey, okay, so to avoid copyright issues, we talked about that. We're going to talk about the numbers that I'm getting right now on the GSR from one race to the other. I get emails from John. You guys are going to have that one day. So I'm testing it out, but so far so good. You guys know about the big hit, if you saw it on Twitter, that I had with the pick 5 over at Tampa Bay. What you don't know is the next day I had another horse, and I lost the pick 5 because I got tricky. And I can't remember, was it Gulfstream Park? It might have been Gulfstream Park, I think. I think Justin and Brady know. But I did bet the horse to win, and that's the other thing I'm going to teach you. So we're going to talk about horizontals. I know Chris sent me a text that he, I guess the VIP Facebook group, a few people are playing too big of tickets. We're going to talk about that as well. I'm with you, Chris, on that. So we'll talk about that. All right. I'm going to say this. So we just did a little show. I just taped the show, just got done taping a show that's going to really, talk about in depth how to use our platform, because a lot of people are onboarding wise are having a tough time. And while doing that, I came up with this 3-horse. And you know how the ticket generator works off of 10 different algorithms. One of them, his job is to look for horses to be most likely second. And there's another one for third, the most likely second place finish and the most likely third place finisher. Well, this 3 kept coming up, and he's getting bet right now. And it has the second top GSR, third top, excuse me. How about the Scotty long shot right now? Oh, and by the way, the 3-horse, look at the average SOR, strength of race, at the current surface and distance. So in this case, 8 furlongs on the turf, 72, and earned some money. So the horse must have run decent. So, and the horse has speed. Had some issues. Something's up with this, but I think this horse is dead live. Dead live. What up, coach? But yeah, there is Richie. Hello, Richie. I owe you a phone call, don't I? I've been busy. I'll get back to you though. I'm in Florida. I'm on the penthouse. Now, it sounds great, and it is great. It's 29 floors high. But what I didn't know when I got this place, there's one place better. Like up above, there's a 30th. And then the 31st is where the pool is, big infinity pool, as well as my gym and stuff like that. But, I'm trying to figure out how I can get like one level higher. It shouldn't matter. I know. I'm teasing. Happy birthday, Greg. What up, Lexi? All right, so we've got Gulfstream Park. They're going on the turf, and I haven't really. Well, I handicapped a little bit, to be fair. And the 13 horse I put there, but 13 scratched. I'm trying to figure out how to play this race. I mean, Scotty Longshot has a GSR of 76. That's 7 points higher than the next closest horse. I want to like the 6 horse, second Scotty pick, bred to go long on turf, but it's Chad Brown, and he's cold as can be. I'm going to just say this, though. If you want to do like an exacta box or something, or a trifecta box, what about like a 1, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and try to beat the 6? Something like that. That's a really funny point. I don't even know. The thing is that the way I was doing it was keying the 3-horse. I mean, look at this horse now at 3-1. Man, I give you guys a horse, and all of a sudden you bet it from 6-1 down to 3-1. They're going into the gate right now. I guess I'm not going to play this, but I will say this: I did like the 3. I don't like the 6 because Chad Brown, he's cold as can be, and they're going into the gate. I'm going to turn up the volume, though.
One more. Draw the outside.
All right, good luck, you guys.
Will complete the line. The track is fast. The turf is firm. And they're at the post.
At the post.
Racing at Gulfstream. From the rail, Caramel Swirl is away quickly, moving up between horses. Stunning Princess and Navisian Sunset is making a move early as they charge past the wire the first time. Scarlet Lace comes away 3 wide, and she's challenging for command as Navisian Sunrise is dropped over. Up on the outside goes Family Friend, stuck a bit wide to that
Morning,
first turn
Steve.
with Kylie Rose dropping over to the rail. In between horses goes Dalita, a length and a half better than Wolfbane. On her outside, laying low, making dough. The three at the back are Brina, Belle L, and the trailer.
I mean, how's the three sitting right now, right? Outside the one, but the three's sitting beautifully.
And first race favorite, Caramel Swirl, front and center with a length.
It's going to be tough to beat the favorite from this position, but the three looks loaded.
Sunrise third at the fence. Followed by Scarlet Lace, then Family Friend. Held up.
How about the 6 horse on the rail?
Rose with the leader alongside. Out wide on the course and laying low, making dough.
Scotty Longshot's in a really nice position as well. It's good enough.
And at the back of the trailer, look what I found. 48-2 for the opening half mile as they leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. Race
I don't know who the hell this 12 is, but the 12 looks to be good, but it's going to be wide as well. Scotty Longshot doesn't seem to be moving on. You're not catching this one, I don't think. Here comes the 6, though. So, of course, the numbers are the ones that are usually always accurate, you know? Look at this. 6 is going to win, Chad Brown. Oh, maybe the 3 is going to win. I don't know who I'm rooting for right now. I'm confused. We talked about the 3, so I want the 3. I think we want the 3, right? 3, 6. Looks like the 1 is very close between the 1 and the 2.
Laying low, making dough, and a photo with Caramel Swirl in 135 and 1.
Weaver's. I didn't even know Weaver was in the comment. You got deleted? Let's see here. No, I can't show video. Dave's on watching right now. Thank you so much, Michael. Dave goes, I put a smart-ass comment in the chat for you and it got deleted. Oh my God. I hope they didn't delete you off the chat. If you did, Mike, I don't know if you're moderating this or who's moderating it, but that was Weaver. So put him back. Take him off restriction. He's on YouTube restriction. Oh God, that's funny. Now I should have bet the 3 to win in the tournament. Wagering is no longer available. You think it'll let me put the bet in now? Stunning Princess 3. You guys bet. I can't win this tournament because it was Justin that did it. Justin, that was Weaver. Put him back. Norm did. Oh man. See, you guys just cost me a bet. Even if I did bet it, you guys would have bet it down. I can't make any money. See what I do for you guys. Oh, yeah, no, we can't show video because of copyright. We got put on YouTube restriction, and there's so many moving parts to horse racing. It's not even funny. And you like the 7 horse, Jared? In race 8 at Santa Anita? So I'm going to make you guys wait for this. And I wasn't sure I was going to give this to you guys, but there may or may not be a horse I like a lot today. Just saying. I'm going to tease it. I'm going to tease it. You're going to have to watch. By the way, the Ultimate Betting Challenge, which has already started, I've got plenty of races to play. That horse was like 6 to 1 when we started the show. And you'll see when you guys see what I taped today, the 3 horse was a big topic. So I liked that 3. I'm making you wait, Tony. For no hints, no, Dylan. You guys are too smart. I'm not telling you which I can already see this. It's kind of like what am I thinking of? What's the show? What's the game show I'm thinking of? The Price is Right. It's kind of like The Price is Right. Remember that game where you had to start with the price and then you kind of like low and then you'd start higher and then you'd kind of work your way in the middle. That's the way you guys are. No, not happening. So we were texting me right now. Are you able, Dave? Are you able to get on the chat, or you deleted from the chat? So everyone was saying how good my hair looked, and he said, personally, I think you should wear a bag over your head. And one of the moderators deleted it. Oh my God, that's hilarious. That's not very funny. That's not very nice, Dave. Let's make it. No, that's not. Let's make a deal, which was great. No, that was definitely The Price is Right. Don't you remember that one where you took a product and you had to kind of guess that price range of that product, and so the way you did it was the clock started and you had to start high or low, and you went high. You're like, okay, let's just say you said it's the product is $50. You'd go like, okay, $10. I mean, like, nope. Okay, $60. No, they'll tell you lower, higher, lower. Is it $10? No, it's higher. Okay, $60. No, lower. And you kind of had to find it in the middle. There it is. All right, there's Dave. All right, he's back. That wasn't very nice, Dave. That's exactly right. Well, listen, the least Weaver can do is have damn voicemail. Like, it just reads off his number. Why do you do that? I have to tell you guys a story. One time I went on The Price is Right, and I thought I was going to get on, and they called me, and I went up, and they called me and said, okay, you're in a one-off dance competition. This is a true story. I was like 18 or 19 years old, and I'm in a dance competition with I could move a little bit in my day. Sophie's a spanner, that's for sure. We got Tampa Bay race number 1. So how was that, by the way, playing the sound? Was that playing the sound okay? I know we didn't have you guys couldn't see it, but for those of you that are on Twitter, did the sound help at all? Is that better than nothing? Or are you guys watching your TVs and that kind of like threw things off? It was actually, it was good? Oh, no, we didn't have Skechers back in the day. I don't think there Skechers back in the night. No, my kids wore Skechers, so there were Vans. Back in my day, you wore Vans. Oh, I was like a surfer dude, for sure. If I showed you guys pictures, you would laugh your asses off, for sure. We did? You're 45. I'm 55. No Skechers no, well, not in the 80s. I was an 80s kid, so I don't think they had Skechers in the 80s. What up, Mr. M? I'm definitely not older than Bob Barker, Dave. Okay, what happened here? We got post time. All right, so I have to use my phone. It's a little bit different for me now. Now I have to use, so if you see me looking down, I've got to pull up my app and I've got to see what races are coming up. So we got Laurel Park race number 1 coming, and we'll do some horizontals and stuff like that too. Sorry about that. My left nostril is running. Do you guys ever have that issue? Like one nostril runs more than the other, and yet, no, I'm not doing Coke. I don't. If I start doing that a lot, maybe I do. I don't know. Maybe I should start doing Coke. Sorry, Mom. I'm just joking. Shout out to my stepfather, David. He's in the he's stable and doing good, but he's in the hospital right now. I think he's probably watching the show, and I know you're doing well, and I'm praying for you, and give you my love. Afrin helps it. I don't know what it is. It's this left nostril. Is that a deviated septum? I don't know. Especially when I eat, you know, like imagine like you're on a date or something like that, which that's not me anyways, but imagine you're on a date and you're eating, and then your nostrils running, and the entire time you're like, is that like bad? Do you think you'll get a second date out of that? How does that work exactly? Like, do you think she would want to go on a second date with you? Your brain, your brain is dreaming. That was good, Pat. Your nose gets crusty. You know, I mean, I thought I was sharing too much information. Stunning Princess pays $8.80 over the 6, over the 1. By the way, oh God, I talked about this 11 horse on my tape show. I talked about this horse and I said, look, this is not a horse I could use. And the host, Chris Province, said, well, and I think Chris might be watching it if he is. And Mike, you remember this as well. We talked about this 11. I said, I can't use it to win, but like, how do you find horses like this? How would you find a list 11? If I showed you this horse, how could you find him? There's only one way. That's the GSR, right? It's only got a 1% win. The workouts, though, I identified the workouts is pretty good. Look at that turf workout, 11 of 60. And those other subsequent works are not bad. And this horse ended up getting, at 43-1, getting 4th. I'm bragging a little bit right now, but how badass is that GSR? Like, there is no other tool that could have given you that 11 horse. I don't think anyways. If there is, let me know. It's nice to have Dave joining us. It is. I know. No, because you know what I do, Dave? I give them bets that always win. So you know what happens? You know why? Listen, the women will love me because that's why. Do you think Tony and I took her on, the first thing I did was took her to the track and she never lost. Do you guys deal that with your wives and your kids and your significant others? They never lose. Do you notice that? So here's what happens. I go with my kids, or I would go with my ex-wife Vanessa, or I go with Tony, and they would, so I would give them a ticket and it would win. And then they would take the money and they would cash it. And then they would come up and ask me for another ticket to bet for them instead of, and I'd be like, well, why aren't you using your winnings to go bet? I'll tell you what to bet. But no, I just keep on giving them new tickets every single race. And then so I could never win money. Anybody else deal with that? I'm getting better about ignoring. Do you see this one guy? What is his name? Gabe something or other. This guy Gabe. Let's talk about him real quickly since we've got time, and then we're going to go to Gulfstream Park. This is starting off good so far. We won the first race. We're able to carry a conversation without handicapping. This is kind of nice. Eventually, I got to play in the tournament. But this guy Gabe. He's got like 100 followers, something like that, which doesn't matter. That's fine. I don't know why you mute him, Oldie. You should just block him. And so he comes to me, and this is available to anybody. By the way, we don't make money at charging for unlimited. We don't make money at $50. Okay, we don't. It's not a profit for us. But there's a few people that just don't have money, and they want the subscription. So I've given a few people the subscription for $50 a month. And that's what I did with this guy. I'm at Santa Anita. I did Quigley's Corner. He comes up, he takes a picture with me. I honestly have no idea. Every time we send out a promotion, he emails back saying, you did me wrong, Scotty. I have no earthly idea. And then I have no idea what I did. I genuinely don't. You're paying $99, Jared? I'm overcharging you. You know what? You should be paying $129, Jared. I don't know. Sometimes it is like, sometimes you just can't make people happy, but I genuinely don't know. I mean, if I knew what I did to offend this guy, I would, obviously, you guys know me, I would apologize and say, man, sorry, but
as we've gotten busier and we've grown too, and I reply back to everybody. Like, you guys notice that? I'm pretty good about that. And believe me, since we've started to grow, I'm getting hit up all the time. And I'm in meetings also. And I also have another small little company that I've got 49 employees that is a metals company that I'm kind of busy with that as well. And as EquinEdge has grown, I'm really busy with that now as well. So we're in meetings and screen shares and stuff like that. So if ever I don't get back to somebody or I miss it, which isn't very often, I overlooked it and I apologize. But I'm not sure. I don't know what the heck. I don't know what his story is. But all right. Ultimate betting challenge today. We should have had the 3. You know, I didn't know. I liked the 3. It's not like I didn't like the 6, but Chad Brown's been kind of cold. Right? So I don't know. You know, and a lot of these touts out there, by the way, I say all the time, like with these touts, eventually I would imagine, and I talked about this on one of the prior shows, but they can use the platform. They should use the platform because certain people can interpret the numbers better than other people. So there's no reason why they can't use these tools. We don't need to be competitors. The way I look at it, we really don't have competitors in what we do. These are algorithms. A human being is not going to beat the algorithms. What you have to do is learn to handicap on top of the platform. I can always count on you, Tony, to direct me. I should just make you the official producer of the show for sure. You know, and I know we talked about eventually I'm going to share my notes with you guys. You know what I figured out about my notes? What's really weird? I noticed when I say no excuses on a horse, it's the weirdest thing. And I don't know what it is yet. And I have not figured it out, but I do that a lot. I'll put like no excuses. And these horses keep coming back to win or run big. It's the weirdest thing. I haven't figured it out yet. What up, Eric? So it's a copyright issue essentially on YouTube. Basically, you have a lot of people out there and they feel like you're taking their business away from them if we show video, so we can't do it. Did I give you a deal, Dan? I can't remember. I don't know. There's been a few of you out there, and believe me, if genuinely there's anybody out there that wants this system and they want it unlimited wise, and they genuinely don't have that much money, just contact us on the side, okay? On the intercom button, okay? Well, it already, even at the $80 a month, it already is half the amount of what it is for other platforms out there. We really tried to price this so people could afford it because I like to. This is self-described. I like to say I'm for the small guy. I am. What up, Cliff? How are you? Yeah, good to see you, man. Always good to see you. You're always a gentleman. But I'm for the, there's Tony. I love you, Tony. All right. Pick 4. But I'm for the small guy. Always have been. The big guy doesn't think he needs anything or needs any help or anybody. And we all do. We all need somebody. Every one of us. Thanks, Dylan. Pat, if I remember correctly, I had to convince you that this was a good product, but it was in the beginning. Do you remember that? The long shots are always money, man.
Don't forget, it's not just about winning, right? These long shots are coming in first, second, or third. They're money. Right? Are you guys starting to see? Yeah. Thank you, Spencer, for saying that. But part of the all access is if you don't have all access and unlimited, the problem with that is that you can't really utilize the notes. You can't. But by the way, too, probably in the next 2 or 3 weeks, we've got like another 7 different types of packages coming out because I don't feel like we're doing a good job of reaching people that don't have a lot of money. So that's coming. Oh, you talking about a Delmar, Dave? Like or not Delmar, but Gulfstream? I can't even imagine. Like, I don't even see a cloud in the sky right now. No excuses, needs easier. So if you think this is way easier, then this horse is for you because these no excuses notes, they keep winning. Keep quiet. Look at the morning line on Keep Quiet. Our morning line is 5-2. So you can look down here and look at value, and by the end of the card, they're expecting rain. It does change fast around here, so I wouldn't be surprised. That's actually, Daryl, that's a good idea because you know how much I love Yetis. That's what we need. Oh, by the way, too, Chris, if Chris, you're watching, because Chris is going to be handling, Chris Province, his team is going to be handling all the swag for EquinEdge. That's a good idea. We need to get a deal with Yeti and get some branded EquinEdge stuff. We're going to have a lot of EquinEdge gear, and we're not going to try to make money on it at all. Just cover cost, and you'll have the chance to be able to buy some of the EquinEdge gear. And I won't have to manage it at all, which is fantastic. It makes it easy. Because before, the only reason I didn't give away a lot more shirts and hats that we have is because I had to go over, take each of these things, and I had to send it out and mail it out and do all that. And then you guys know me. It's like, that was a pain in the ass. Trevor, we just had this conversation literally. We just did. It's amazing you just brought this up, man. No, it's true what he's saying, though. And I've been telling the tracks this, too, with people that we're partnering with. I mean, this creates a lot of churn. And you win more, but overall, then you'll bet wrong and stuff, and you have no control. But you're able to bet a lot more tracks and a lot faster. That's incredible that you just said that. And the thing is, Trevor, this is true, and you're right. But you really have to focus on your betting side. Just focus on the betting. I'm really passionate about there, and we are going to get there. I promise you. We just don't have enough resources, meaning developers, to grow fast enough, and we will. But that's big on my mind, man. But it all comes down to the money management. I would back off. Whatever you're betting, the amounts you're betting per race, you'll get this. Try it one time. If you bet $100 a race, try betting 25. I bet you get the exact same exhilaration. You just don't realize it. I hadn't heard that, but I hope that's true, Justin. Hope that's true. I hope that's true. So you can see when you look at a horse like this, right? You guys see clearly this guy, his best is on the lead, right? He needs the lead. And when horses start getting older, they start losing a little bit of their speed, their staying power, things like that. You older guys know what I'm talking about. I mean, this horse is getting way too overbet. It was announced yesterday. That's awesome. Well, maybe, it's a little too late for them, but maybe they're tired of losing businesses that leave California. I don't know. Joe Rogan, Tesla, soon to be SpaceX. I mean, I don't know. How about New York? You can't just close down people's livelihoods. You know, suicide rates. I don't want to talk about politics, but suicide rates have gone up. I think it's an important topic. From what I heard, like 300%. It's just crazy. It's not just first-time users. Well, first-time users, actually, not just new players. But what it is that no matter what, people have a hard time learning any new tool. But I think, I guarantee you, every one of us spends 95% of our time handicapping and not figuring out our betting and our money management and how much we're going to play, how much we're going to play per race. That needs to change. What up, Joey? Sweet. Hey, listen, we're slow. My metals business is down 50% right now. Universal Metals in Corona. Check out my website. It's pretty cool. If you buy metal out there, we're just giving shit away right now. Right? Didn't Brady and Justin crush? Thank you, Jim. These guys, they are part of the EquinEdge team now. I love these guys. I mean, I'm not just saying this. These are just such solid people, and that's important to our team. I'm serious. And they're passionate, young handicappers that, I mean, Justin's only been doing it for like 6 years, Brady for like 2 years. He only comes in second in the Pegasus. I mean, that's just insane. Approaching the gate, I don't know. I mean, I always talk about making 1 or 2 positive changes, and usually you can make that change in the first leg because you can kind of see where the wagering is going. The 3 is value. We know that. You got to use the 7. I don't necessarily think the 7 has to win. I would use the 8. I would probably use the horses it's using. It's using 1, 4, 5, and 6 here. I would just use the 1, 5, and 6 and 4. I'd get, well, the 3's got a big number, huh? God, got to use that. I'd probably just take out the 2. If I wasn't using the 2 anyways. Yeah, that's what I would do. They're going in the gate. Good luck. I'm not going to play this. Maybe I'll just play all Santa Anita races you guys are not keeping me through Santa Anita this time. I can't do it. What was that guy's name? What up, Greg? What's up, Stacy? Got it. That's a good point. I'm actually going to write that down. Bet construction. Good call. I'm going to put a video together on that, guys. Billy, I'm going to put a video on that. Let me think about that throughout the show too, Billy. Maybe I'll have an idea on that. I just want that to be thought out. All right, let's watch this thing. You guys are probably already watching it.
Over to the rail and the lead. They lead a length and a quarter. From the rail, that's Keepsake Kitten. You Should Be So Lucky. Between Horses, Who Tread is out 3 wide. On heels behind them is Keep Quiet. Out 3 wide on the course goes Projected. From between the gray Uncle Curly. Saving ground is Can't Trump Kitten. Moving up wide is Devoted Kitten. From between horses goes Till the End. The 2 at the back are Tortono and Minister's Strike. Opening quarter posted in 25 and 2. That's a cozy quarter for Dream Friend, who heads into the backstretch on a clear advantage. Who Tread is second. Keepsake Kitten is along the rail. Projected's on the outside. You Should Be So Lucky between horses. A length and a half to Keep Quiet. Then Devoted Kitten, and from between Uncle Curly. 4 deep while trying to make a backstretch move. Minister's Strike is at the inside of Can't Trump Kitten, and getting shuffled to the back is Till the End. 49 and 2 for the opening half mile as they swing around the far turn. Dream Friend still has the lead up on the outside.
Here comes the 8 horse. And we've got the 8 horse. That horse is 12%. I don't know that he's going to catch the 7 because the 7's had such an easy lead. 49-2 for the half. I mean, you can't leave a big favorite like this. 25-2, 49-2, 112-2. You can't do it. And if this 7 does lose, make sure you put a big note to say play against this horse next time.
Outside till the end, up the fence, Uncle Curly. 16th to go. Dream Friend close to home with the lead. Uncle Curly is clearly into second. Till the end is third. Dream Friend goes gate to 1.
I mean, they went so slow. I gotta tell you,
till the end, finished third. Then Devoted Kitten and Cat Trump.
what I would do out of there in watching that back, the horse that was the most impressive in the race, those were such slow fraction guys. Put a note on Uncle Curly. I don't know what happened there. I don't know if the horse is doing much better or what happened, but that was the only horse finishing against a big favorite that was crawling up front, and none of the other horses could finish, and that horse actually finished. Did you guys see that? You had that double? Sweet. What up, Aaron? My man. I'm putting a note on the 4 for sure. Uncle Curly ran huge. No pace up front. Watch for next. All right. So I would suggest you guys do that as well. What up, Michael? You know, all of us just picking, you know, our different strategies of how we're going to play is important, but I cannot stress enough. I know it's easy to play every race. I get it. There you go. That's from Weave. Don't you love having Weave on the show? I miss you, bro. Hey, by the way, Weaver, me and Caleb Keller had a really great time. He came out, went to dinner, took him out there. I took him to this bar that was right there on the Riverwalk as well. All the waitresses, all the servers and waitresses and bartenders were just ridiculously hot women. It was just, and Caleb, I'm sitting there going like this the entire time. And Caleb's just, I'm like, what's wrong with you? He's so poised. I swear. He's just like you see him on the show. That's Caleb. It's so funny. This guy, we go up and we sit next to this guy at this bar, and his name is Greg. Good dude. He just starts talking to us, and actually his brother Steven is one of the bartenders. Said come back anytime and have a good time. And I can't share all the details of the stories, but Caleb's not, well, he can drink a little bit. And we golfed yesterday morning too, Dave. I don't know if you talked to Caleb, but we golfed, and but we had a good time, and yeah, so we met this guy anyways, Greg, and he was a nice guy, and his brother was the bartender, and he was telling us all these great stories. So we had a good time, and he loved Caleb. Like I'm like, this guy is very, very famous. I mean, he goes, I love horse racing. I love Gulfstream Park. I haven't been in a while, but I love him. Like Caleb is so funny. And I'm like, and then Caleb's getting all embarrassed. I'm like, oh, he's very famous on horse racing and all that. Have you ever seen that? And it was really cute to see Caleb's demeanor, but Caleb is fantastic. You got to love him. So we shot basically a help video, basically, Michael, and you got to get your ass out here. I told you got a spare bedroom. What up, Aaron? We shot. He did. I saw Caleb, Dave, the two best for sure, Caleb and Dave, giving shout outs to EquinEdge. For sure. But we shot a help video to basically help people on kind of an onboarding video that's going to just a conversation between Chris and I back and forth. Chris was being the host, and then we were just kind of dissecting through the site. And I think it's going to be really helpful for everybody. You guys kind of get that through the show already. I heard that, Rob. I was actually listening when Caleb and Dave, was that, yesterday he did too? The day before he did, and him and Dave were talking back and forth, and they were talking about EquinEdge. And Caleb goes, yeah, I'm going to have dinner with Scotty, the creator of EquinEdge. And then he says that to Dave, and then Dave says, yeah, you know what? He just hit that pick 5 for 48,000 over at Tampa Bay. Make sure you order the most expensive thing on the menu. I was drinking water and I literally just spit it out of my mouth. It was great. Oh, listen. Oh, so okay, I got to read you this text. So Drew Traumer, who used to work for TVG for a long time, and a good friend of mine, and so when I worked in TVG too, which was most of the time, when I didn't mind it, by the way, too, because he had all these tracks you could play. So I'm playing all these tracks. So Drew and I, he's this young producer at the time. He ended up being an accounts manager, but he was a producer at the time. And so I was just getting my feet wet. He's kind of getting his feet wet, and he was great. And we just really hit it off. And so, Drew likes to think he's a good handicapper. And so we would have this competition. So all these races would come off. And so he'd be, of course, in my IFB, and he'd say, hey, I like this horse. I'm taking this horse in this race. I'm taking this horse. So we were keeping score. So I just kicked the crap out of Drew all the time. You know it, Drew. You know it. And so he'd say, okay, now I want to play for money. I'm a money player, so let's play for money. And so I made him sign those bills every time. I still have those bills. And I made him put on there, Scotty kicked my ass. It was great. So Drew was texting me yesterday. He said, so he's been really sweet. He's like, so I said, yeah, me and Caleb are golfing right now. He's like, oh man, I bet you guys are, what did he say? He goes, hold on. He says, I'm sure you guys have big money on the round. Let me know who wins. I'm like, Caleb is really good. He goes, yeah, I bet you guys are going to have a close round though. And I said, the only thing close is the proximity of us sitting in the golf cart. Like, yeah, sure. That'd be like saying Dave Weaver's going to compete with Caleb. I mean, I think we played 9 holes yesterday because he was working TVG over at Gulfstream Park, and I think he literally, I know he had 2 straight birdies. I think he had 3 birdies in the front 9. I think he might have had one or 2 bogeys, maybe. I think he shot even par, 1 over. He's so good. Talented artist. By the way, too, he's disgusting. He can just read off every horse that won the Kentucky Derby. He can read off anything. He tells these stories and all these things that are well before his time. It's just like, you did beat him once? Nah. What, on 1 hole? Third at Tampa? Yeah, we'll get there. Let's see. Are we going to be able to make Aqueduct or no? Okay. I have a note on the 4, 2 notes. Stumbled, 2 back. Broke horrible again. Crazy how she can finish, but hard to trust. As the second Scotty pick, 19%. I would definitely throw the 4 in. I think that's a positive note. It's a very positive note. Let's run the ticket generator. Saying the 3, but if the 4 breaks good, you're getting 9-2 right now as well. At the very least, I would do a 3-4 exacta box. I look at this horse, and it's a 40 SOR that the 5 horse, the Scotty Longshot, faced last time. And yes, got second, but it was only against 4 other horses, and that was an easier group. So I don't like the Scotty Longshot. I would do a 2-3-4 exacta box and hope to beat the 3, and then I'd come back with a bigger exacta 3 over the 2 and the 4. That's what I would do. If I was playing in a tournament right now at Aqueduct, I would do a bigger 3 with 2-4, and I might even do a little bit bigger 3-4, because if the 4 breaks good, yeah, this horse just needs to break good. They're going to be back though. Doesn't really have a lot of speed, and sometimes when you get smaller fields, this is the type of horse that's most. I kind of lean towards the 3, and it might be an ice cold 3-2-4. Maybe the 4 gets up, late for third or something because it has no speed. But I think the 4 is going to run better. Let's see what happens. See how it breaks. Didn't break bad. Broke last, but not really slow. I think it's just a not very fast horse. It's really going to depend how fast the pace is. Right now, we have a long shot pressing on the favorite, who doesn't seem to need the lead anyway. So I don't think that matters. But the only thing sometimes about when you're at a slow pace, small field, and the jockey has to ask the horse to stay up close, which the jockey's not having to ask right now. Who's the jockey? Dylan Davis. He's not really had to ask the 4. The 4 is pretty much doing it on his own. And on the outside, 5-1 off on the 4. Now it's 4 lengths back to Stormy Cat Lady. This will tell me a lot about the 4 if my notes are good on the 4, because the 4's really had no excuses, showing way more speed than normal. And the odds-on favorite, Destination Winner's Circle, they are right together. 2's not really running. 49-2. Quiet Type runs in third by a half length. Opponent's Dream down towards the rail in fourth. And now Stormy Cat Lady has begun to pick it up from the back of the pack. Here comes the 2. Moves to the outside and continues to gain ground as they come for the head of the stretch. On the outside, it's Destination Winner's Circle, and on the inside, Galena. 3/4 went in 1:16. Destination Winner's Circle has now taken over. Galena is back running in second. Then Stormy Cat Lady. So, I mean, if this 4 can get third, which is a big if, I'm really running kind of disappointing, to be honest with you. I'm disappointed. Come on, 4, get up for third. Stormy Cat Lady in second. Destination Winner's Circle on her way to the Winner's Circle as she breaks her maiden today. Won by 7 lengths. Stormy Cat Lady. Yeah, so 3-2-4. I mean, it kind of came like we talked about, but for me, what I learned about the 4 either needs easier competition or needs pace up front. Had to be too close to the pace. That's all that happened there, because the pace was slow. Right? That would be great. I'd love that, Dave. All right, thanks a lot. Thanks for coming on. So these notes are important. I think you guys are seeing that. I think the way we've done that, these notes has been fantastic. And the note I put here is had to be too close to the pace. These notes come in handy. Oh, yeah. I have not even asked for that. If you were watching right now, would you please do me a favor and just like the show? It's not hard. Click on the bell as well. If you do that on our YouTube channel, you can get notifications on anything that we're doing. And that would be great. Really helpful, and really appreciate that. The more likes on the show, the more you can start trending on YouTube. And so that's important for our channel. And if you want to see more of us as well. So please do that. Also, if you'd like to learn more about EquinEdge, and just join a fantastic group of people on our VIP Facebook group, you can do that as well. Just ask to be invited in, and I'm sure they will let you in, and you'll enjoy it. Michael, we've had a few people ask that, but you got to understand, you start putting these metrics next to each other, they start getting really confusing. You can still find the value right now, right? Because you're looking right now and you're looking and going, okay, what's the value? Even if you looked at this, right? And the 5 would have been value because it was 10-1 and we had it at 5-1. It was also Scotty's long shot, but I think we kind of identified that maybe, well, here's why you have more than just one metric. No, there's no one algorithm going to just say, here's your magic pill. This is it. This is the be all end all horse. It does not work that way. So those of you that keep asking me why we have different algorithms, please stop. Think about it. The reason I didn't like the 5 is why I said, because the SOR was only a 40. And people don't know this. They're just seeing the horse got second in a state bred straight maiden race, right? You see what they're seeing? But you have the advantage of knowing, if you look at the handy view, that was a 40 group. They only see the horse got second. The SOR is tremendous. I was able, if it was not, I saved money there. And we hit the trifecta there because of that SOR right there on the 5. Otherwise, I would have used that 5. I would have had to. If I don't have that SOR and see that's a maiden special weight, state bred, but a maiden special weight nonetheless, and the medium is a 50, and this is a 40. That was a weak ass group, and that horse didn't run a lick. Capiche? Yeah, but we had a lot of people. I mean, not as much, right? Nice to have you, by the way. Thank you very much. What is your name? You're 1 year younger than me. All right, so we've got Goldstream Park race number 3. Let's get out there. I guess eventually I need to make a bet. I've got 2 entries and I've not made any wagers yet in the tournament.
Trial is Galena moving up the chute. It is
Okay. Dean, nice to meet you, Dean. It's good to have you as well. All right, so we'll get out to Goldstream Park, but real quickly, since we're on it, Chris brought up a topic to me about some of on the VIP Facebook group, people playing too big of tickets and stuff like that. So the best way I can explain to you how big of a ticket you should do is this. If you play too big of tickets, the average payout in a pick 5 is an example. You have to figure out what that is. But if you're playing a bunch of $500 pick 5s, and sometimes I'll play $1,000 pick 5, but that's based on, I'm looking at this going, the favorites are vulnerable. I have a key horse I love, and I think the return's going to be there. That's what you have to be careful for. And if you're going to single the same horses everyone else is singling, these vulnerable favorites, or let's just say the favorites do come in, you have zero chance of ever making any money and getting good payouts. Right? So what JP's talking about, so JP is playing on the VIP Facebook group and sometimes playing bigger tickets. So I'm not saying it's right or wrong because I haven't seen it, but I will say this: you do have to be careful. I think the issue, JP, that maybe you have to be careful for, though, is when you post those tickets or other people are playing those tickets, then a lot of the younger players or new players could be learning the wrong way of doing stuff too. So I think there's a responsibility too that you just have to be careful for. That's all. So nobody's hammering you at all. I think this is more for me, more of a teaching lesson and an example, because I'm playing bigger tickets than what JP's playing in many cases, right? So I think, but it just depends. Like, and I've gotten criticized. I've posted some tickets I've played, and then people say, you just played too much. I mean, that was a dumb ticket. Well, yeah, I guess you can criticize it all you want after the fact, but if the thing wins, but what they don't know is that my singles, I'll give you an example. So I had a horse that came up 2 days ago, excuse me. And it came up as a horse that had a 16-point differential in the GSR from its last race to the current race 2 days ago. So I singled it. It won by 7 lengths. I lost the pick 5 that I played because I got too tricky. And I played a big pick 5. Now, if I just sent you that, you probably would have said, man, what a dumb ticket. But what you don't know is I bet a lot of money to win on that horse who won by 7 lengths. So I don't try to judge anybody, but I do think you have to be careful on playing too big of tickets when the return's just on average not going to be there. So you have to be careful. All right? Like, you have to remember too, watch your bets. Pick 5s, pick 6s, superfectas. That's like lottery type picks, right? You got to be careful. And I think what we want to press upon here is you got to be careful, with the younger people and stuff. They're just playing big tickets, trying to get a big score. And we don't want to see that either, right? So you got to be careful, because that's like hitting the lottery. If you hit a superfecta or you hit a pick 5 or a pick 6, that's like, not probably as severe, but it is. And the reason I know that is because on the ticket generator, we used to show you what your chance of winning was based on that ticket, based on the amount you played, based on the horses you covered. If you saw that, you'd never play it. I said, you got to take that off. It's low. This is why I'm always suggesting to you guys that you make some additions and changes to it. But don't just try to throw money at hitting tickets. Just make sure. That's what I want to make sure that you guys are understanding. I can show you the horse that had a difference. I can show you that. That was 2 days ago. It was at Oaklawn Park, and it was race 7. Joyful Cadence. This horse popped up on my email because I get those emails right now. You guys will eventually. And this horse, in its first race, ran on the synthetic and had a 50 GSR. And look at that, 66 GSR in this current race. So there was a 14-point difference. So I singled that horse. But the other thing I saw with this horse was this. It had the second highest GSR. I didn't like the favorite. And it had the top win percentage, which was low, but it was still the top. And I liked the horse, and I ended up getting 2-1, and I hammered it. I lost my pick 5, but I made enough money in that to cover 10 pick 5s. So I've always suggested to you guys that you should not single, but whoever your singles are, you need to bet them to win, unless if you love a single and you're going to play a $500 pick 5. If you're not willing to bet that horse to win, what the hell are you singling for? Because that's $500. You essentially bet $500 to win on that horse already. So you're better off if your budget is $500, then don't spend $500 on that ticket. Spend $250 and then put $250 to win on that single. Okay. But you're gonna get that was by Run Happy as well. Yes. And anyways, I hammered this horse to win. I never even had to sweat. The horse won by the mile of the track. Easy in hand. And anyways, that was just an example. JP, I'm not hammering on you, by the way, okay? So, but I just think that it's just be careful, because we had a lot of impressionable people that are taking the advice of experienced people and stuff. And I want to make sure that on that we're trying to help them and nurture them along. You know what I mean? So I thought, for me, the reason I brought it up, I thought it would be a great example to explain and be a good teaching teaching point, okay? By the way, too, if you hang around long enough, I'm going to give you a trainer's edge horse. Well, I'm calling it trainer's edge right now, but it's not a trainer's edge. There is a horse today, and I'm not going to tell you where, but there is a horse today that has a really big differential. And if you guys want to go over and look at every horse that's running today from its last race to this race, you go ahead. But I'm not telling you who the horse is until later on in the show. You're going to have to wait for that. All right, Gulfstream Park race number 3. They are not at the gate yet. And one of these days I need to make a bet. So there's nothing wrong with the 1. I know it's a low GSR, but I don't even look at the GSR because he's been 7 times. He's got 2 wins, 1 second and 1 third, 105,000 earned. So the SOR is good at 68. The 1's a player. Second Scotty pick. The GSR means nothing to me in this case. I mean, you got a tough race here. I mean, the 5-horse Creed. This horse is cutting back. I think he's the real deal. I mean, he jumped up from a 58 to a 68 SOR and won the race.
6 furlongs the journey here. 7-5 favorite is number 6, Christo Sky.
I think that I'm going to do an exacta 5 over the 1 and 6.
The 5 Creed. Should McGahee trains, Jose Ortiz up. Now firming to 8-5 is Creed. Into the gate goes Our Nation on Parade and running for Riz. Positively Awesome getting ready now. You're just tuning into the broadcast.
And then I'm gonna bet the
$1 million in the jackpot
if I can get it in.
And then 20-cent Rainbow 6. It starts with race number 7. Last 2 up are Creed.
I'm gonna bet the 5 to win. I'm very aggressive, as you just saw. I'm very aggressive on my first entry that I'm using. More aggressive than I am on the other one, unless I'm behind. Who just broke out of the gate? Tell me that's not the 5. Okay. So that's what you just saw there. Normally, if I only had 1 entry, which most of the time I do too, I wouldn't bet that heavy. And I just think that what I like in the 5, if you want to know, is I like the fact that this horse went from a 58 SOR to a 58 SOR to a 68 group and still won for fun. And I like that the GSR is still a 65. So I hope they go somewhat fast. If they do, I think that the 5 is a good play. So I'm praying that we can see like a 23 and 2 quarter mile, maybe a 46 flat half, 45 flat. Let's see what happens.
And they're off. Last in, first out. It's Christo Sky who fires forward, but Positively Awesome's going to make them work early. And these 2 hook up, racing ahead of Our Nation on Parade, who's an early 3rd.
I mean, I like the fact that the 1's all out right now, and I like the fact that the 3's on the lead and pushing the 6. I don't like the 5 has 0 speed, even less than I thought. But I do think the race so far is setting up. I mean, look at the 6 asking. 22 flat is really good. The 5 is going to have to start making a move, though. Don't give up, 3. Don't give up. Come on, 5. Are you moving yet? I can't see him on the picture. He is going to be finishing. We know that. Hopefully finishing fast enough.
Christo Sky comes off the turn with the lead. Opening half mile, eye-popping 44 and 3.
I mean, we got the speed.
The trail with 3/16 to get. Our Nation on Parade trying to
come on, 5.
Second, 4 back to running.
Get up.
That's where Paradise lay.
Get up, 5.
Not
going to get there.
From Christo Sky. Our Nation on Parade is gaining on him now. Our Nation on Parade is in time.
164. I mean, so what do we know? I mean, this guy's going to need 6.5 furlongs. If this condition was 6.5 furlongs, I truly believe he wins. 6 furlongs was too short, but here's what happened. They tried to stick within conditions, and they really needed it just didn't work in their favor. That's all that happened. That's all that happened. Nothing is a surprise there. In retrospect, to be honest with you, I should have looked at 6 furlongs and thought it was short. I made a mistake there. That's absolutely a fact. I made a mistake. And I'll put that note there too. And you know what they did? God, I missed that, guys. I'm so sorry. This is when we talk about looking at stuff from a lens. I just noticed that horse is coming off a layoff. They gave this horse the race. That's exactly what they did. That is completely my bad. I jacked that up. And the reason is I didn't have enough time and I just messed it up. Gave the horse the race. No. First off a layoff. My bad. That's a nice horse, though. You should put a note on that horse. Damn it. You had that? I messed that up. That was bad handicapping right there. What up, Linda? I'm mad at myself. No, I mean the 1-1, second pick. Nothing's a surprise there. I handicapped that. That happens to all of us. I was trying to handicap too fast, and that was bad handicapping. That's all it was. With the best of us make these mistakes, and I made it there. If I'd have seen that layoff and I didn't see it, if I'd have seen that, I wouldn't have done that, because I would have put 2 and 2 together and realized that they didn't care about the conditions there more than they wanted to give that horse a race. It's all that happened there. All that happened there, and that should be in your notes, because next time, because that's a nice animal. That horse finished. Yeah, good call, Jared. There's going to be, Jim. Yeah. Yeah, the only reason we haven't done it yet is because we're trying to figure out where we would put it. Right? So I guess we just put a line right above the notes thing or something, or if you put it above we're going to have the link feature, which is the Handy View Plus, that's going to be a line underneath. And you're going to be able to click on it and you're going to be able to go back. So I wasn't sure what to do with the line above for layoffs. But we need an indicator for sure, because that indicator would have saved me money right there. It makes me so mad I missed that. All right, moving on. First time starter, 16%, 8-5, good GSR. Workouts are steady. I could see the 2. $65-1 first time out, coming back at the same level. I don't like the Scotty long shot. 56 low GSR. This horse's works don't really get me going. This horse is getting overbet. I don't like the 6. 3 fair game, 56. So this horse is cutting back off a layoff, shows some speed though. And this horse probably wants to, I think this horse is a viable long shot. I like the 3. I don't like this horse at all. 32%. I don't like the 7 at all. I like 2 and 3. I like 2 and 3. I think the 3 is going to run good. Has a good win percentage, has a good GSR. Faced a 56 group, which you know the medium, what that is. Showed speed going longer. The medium is 50. So look at, faced a 58 group and a 56 group. I think this 3 horse could run good. I think the first time starter is the horse to beat, the 2. I don't like the top pick. I mean, you know, I guess he could. Well, he has been off okay. Before I talk you off of him, he's been off of a layoff. Doesn't have much speed. Confused. It looks like I'm confused as hell. He goes 6 furlongs on the dirt, 8 furlongs on the dirt, then 8 furlongs on the turf, back to 8.5. Works don't seem that impressive. I don't know what to think. All I know is he's Scotty's top pick and he's got the top win percentage. That means something. That does. I'm just going to bet a win bet on the 2 and the 3. If the 2 wins, I get my money back. If the 3 wins, I make money, and I'll do an exacta box. 2, 3. I'm going to try to beat the favorite. I think there's a lot of reasons. Can this favorite win? Of course. But I think there's a lot of reasons to try to beat a horse like this.
A field of 8. Well,
all right, let's watch it. Good luck.
In the TVG network purse. And they're off. Bahama Mischief.
Of course, first-time starter breaks slow.
There goes Summer Home shooting through and now going to the early lead. Opulent Ways on the outside. There's Forever.
And you have to make a note of that. You have to remember, like, don't give up. Like, you can look at the horse rushed up right now. Clearly, the horse was meant. Whether he wins or not, I don't know. But you need to make a note of that. 7's just had a very good trip. Well, that's the 8 that's having a good trip. I take that back. 7's not going to win at all. That was such a horrible favorite. Not even funny. I mean, you have to expect, unless this 2 is an absolute beast, that he would slow down because, but I don't think the 4 is that great. So the 2 is going to win, and hopefully the 3 can get up for second. But make a note of that too. 2 broke slow, rushed up, and still won the race. Come on, 3, get second. He's got a shot. Don't let the Scotty long shot beat you for second. Come on, 3. Get up. Come on, 3. Don't let the 7 get you. No, the 7 gets up for second. Come on, no. 5 on the outside. Oh, 3 ran good, but 2, 5, 7. Beast. I mean, at least at Tampa Bay. But that was a huge effort, right? Huge effort. Who was the 5? 2% horse. Okay, so here's the thing. We missed this, okay, but I will say this. Look, I missed it because I looked at the win percentage. Oh, by the way, he was Scotty's second pick. See? You see how you can miss stuff? But look, I want you guys to look at the SORs. Look at the last 2 SORs. This horse actually got 3rd in a 64 SOR. This horse hasn't even broke its maiden yet, and they're putting this horse in stakes races. And now it comes back to the maiden race, and you get 14-1. And a separate algorithm had this horse, the Scotty picks, second. I missed it. I mean, when you're rushing handicapping like we're doing sometimes, that's going to happen. You guys should take some accountability for this. You guys got to see some of this stuff and say, hey, Scotty, watch for this. Did you see the SORs on this? Where's your handicapping? I'm Lone Ranger here right now. That's the way this group's supposed to work. So what this note means, broke horrible, rushed up, ran huge. What I'm telling myself here is this, that this first-time starter, because horses that break their maiden only come back to win against winners like 5% of the time. So what I'm trying to tell myself right now with this note is this is the type of horse that broke its maiden that can come back first time out and win against winners. That's what I'm doing. Okay. But, oh, by the way, look at this. I mean, you want to talk about missing an opportunity to make money? What else is here that we're all missing? Do you guys see the EE morning line? Look at the EE morning line on the 5. He's 12-1 on the odds makers morning line. We've got him at 7-2, and he's Scotty's second pick. Nobody caught that. Thanks, Graham. But we miss stuff, right? Because we're doing real-time handicapping and we're missing stuff. I appreciate that, Graham. But, okay, do you see what I mean? So we missed that right there. 7-2 on the EE morning line, which is gigantic. But what threw us off was one metric, 2%. I get it. But that's why we have more metrics. It's not just about the win percentages. Okay, Tony. All right. I see you. See you. Tony just wants that action. It's the biggest action player here. And there's some degenerates here. It's saying a lot. I've got a note on this horse, 3 back, claim for 16,000. That's a useless note. Oh. We'll show all that stuff on the, eventually you'll have that on the past performances, just like you see on the form. It'll all be there. This horse has burnt too much money for my likings. Bet at the condition a long time. Take a fresh face. Look at this. Here's oh no, it's not because of this horse. It's because of the 1A. Look at that though. That was a 36 SOR. Broke bad the time before that. Eased last time out. Now he's dropping in class. Hard to know about the 4. 3's getting bet. This guy needs the lead. Can the 3 go gate to wire? Doesn't seem to be much speed. I know they just took off, but the 3 is going to be on the lead probably. But I don't know. I couldn't have really steered you anywhere, to be honest with you. It looks like a tough race.
Back to Shannon's Girl, who's down at the rail in 5th.
Sometimes, Tony, best just to miss a bet. Don't even worry about it. I wouldn't have known where to send you on that anyways. As we were dissecting that race, I had no idea. I'll be right back.
Together after an opening quarter mile in 24 seconds. They've got a length and a half. Down on the inside is Mama Kin, and alongside is Meb's Web. A break of 4. Back to Dazzling Speed, who runs in 5th. At the back of the pack are Gagliano and Shannon's Girl. Love Me Tomorrow gets clear now to lead by a half length. Here's a new challenger on the outside from Meb's Web as Ramon drops back in 3rd. And then it is Mama Kin. The half went in 49 seconds. The field is in the stretch. It is Meb's Web on the outside to take over the lead from Love Me Tomorrow. Meb's Web in front. Kicked clear here. Meb's Web in front. On the extreme outside is Gagliano, who's putting in a late run. But now there's just a 16th to the finish.
So top win percentage is going to win easily. He got 7-2 as well.
With Gagliano moving up. Meb's Web, the winner.
We're not allowed to show live videos for copyright reasons. Yeah, impressive. I mean, dropping class. I don't like horses like this, but this wasn't a drop actually. Comes back at the same level. I mean this is the type of horse that's always going to when you bet him he loses, and when you don't bet him he wins. I hate horses like this. But sometimes, listen, if you're like just dying for action, sometimes just play the numbers, you know? Yeah, no, thank you for that. I appreciate that. It sucks that we can't show the live race because it's kind of cool when we're all watching it together. But I think at least the sound is better than nothing, right? We at least have the sound, so that's cool. We've got Gulfstream Park race number 4. I'm going to have to make a bet here. So I can tell you this. I'm going to be probably very aggressive. There's still a lot of races, though, because we have 2 entries. I made a really bad bet that can happen in that first leg or that first race. Yeah, that's true, Deb, right? So all of you can do that. and watch the race. It's kind of cool when we can do it together, but what are you going to do? It is what it is. Yeah. Thank you, Deb. Glad to be back. Glad we're on YouTube, and don't forget to like the show, everybody, if you would please, and click on the bell below if you want to get notifications about the future shows and stuff like that. We're adding more, as you know. Brady and Justin, they're doing their own podcast now that they're going to do most weeks on like big races coming up. So they've covered races for this weekend, right? So you want to check that out and go to EquinEdge on YouTube, and you can check out their podcast. These guys are talented young guys, very, very solid, and you'll like listening to them. The 12 horse here is a Scotty long shot. I don't like the post, and the horse has no speed. My note says new trainer. I'll tell you why I do that. What I've noticed is second time out with a new trainer, the trainer gets a little bit of time, figures out the horse, and the horse is training lights out. You see that? So look since the last race, 24 of 99. Actually, I take that back. There, look at this work. So just get him on the turf work, then a dirt work here. Good work, 24 of 99. Now getting more serious. You see this? 13 of 34, 48 and 2. Then look at this, 47 and 3. You see that? I mean, they're getting serious. And then this is just a maintenance drill. This 12 is doing very, very good. And the problem is the post. And I don't know how much speed this horse has, but I'm guessing this horse is doing tremendous right now. That's my guess. That's my guess. Look at that GSR. I mean, it's ridiculous. 85. First time. I've no way I'm leaving this horse out. I can tell you right now. There's no chance. I don't love the post. If this horse had anything other than that 12 hole, but it still doesn't mean he can't win. And maybe with these works being so good, maybe he's going to show more speed. Thank you, Will. Thanks a lot. I just saw that, John. A good call. Oh, I love this group of people. We're going to meet in Vegas in August for the NHC or what? When you say the sire, Junior, what do you mean? The sire is not doing well right now. What sire? I know, we're going to pull this off. I did notice that. Yes. It does not like layoff horses. It sure doesn't. I know. I have noticed that. And I bet you it's right most of the time. I don't know what to do with this 12. I love the works, and I'm not a workout person. People will tell you, I think workouts are, especially with experienced horses, when you have horses that are experienced, these are maintenance drills. You don't need to go work the horse out fast or anything like that to keep horses fit. Once they're fit, they're fit. But you're talking about only a third-time starter right now, and the workouts are tremendously different than what they were prior to that last race. And that was off a bit of a layoff. So I'm guessing this horse is doing very well right now. Very well. And by the way, too, that 56 SOR, if the medium is 50, then that was good competition over at Tampa Bay. And who knows? Change in scenery here. You went from Aqueduct to Tampa to Gulfstream Park. We'll see. But here's what I tell you. You got to be careful about being all or nothing. Is it really a bad thing if this horse comes in second or third? Only if you were so, I'm not going to say lazy, but our minds don't want to take the time to try to figure out something other than keying this horse in the first spot. You know this is true. I do it. That's how I know. Meaning, take the time to figure out, how do I freaking bet this race and utilize this 12? Because if this 12 at 14-1 comes in third, even if the favorites come in first and second cold, I can still get back a $40 or $50 trifecta. I've noticed that lately too, Pat. Let's look at the 6. Top Scotty pick. Yeah, and I'll tell you why. Well, yes, I'll tell you why. I don't like that this horse was 7-2, and I don't like, it could be the layoff, okay? But I don't like how at the stretch he was in the lead and he ends up getting fourth by 3.5 lengths. I don't like horses like that at all. But it was the first time the horse went 2 turns as well. And it's the top win percentage and top Scotty pick. So here's the thing. What we have here is conflicting information. When that happens, you have to make a call. You just have to make a call. So I don't love a horse like the 6, but I don't dislike a horse like the 6. It's kind of like that. And you're going, right, I know what you're saying right now. Scotty, you're the expert. Give me a winner. But you have to take each race as it comes. You see me, sometimes I'm very confident. I'm like, I like this horse. Thoughts on the 9 stretching out. That's a good catch. That's actually a good catch. The horse has been running like a horse that wants longer, and the GSR, well, first of all, look at the GSR is going from 57 to 68, and second of all, faced a 58 group. Good catch. Very good catch. Now, see, that's what you guys are supposed to bring to the group. First-time starter, Irad, Todd Pletcher, 14% win. By the way, too, be careful about falling in love with win percentages on first-time starters on the turf, going long, okay? Because they don't usually work turf horses as fast as they do horses that are going to be on the dirt, especially if they're going long, right? And so that's part of what the algorithm looks at. And so you don't need to crush these horses in the mornings to be able to get a winner. So you want to watch for that. I wouldn't get as influenced on the win percentages on the turf, okay? You guys are all over the place. You like the 11. I eliminated the 11. Are you serious, Elliot? You love the 11. You like? Is that you're? I'm serious. Are you joking? You really? You have to explain why you like. I wouldn't bet this 11. It's a 62. He was a 62 last time. He's just stops terribly. Reluctant to load last time out. This horse, I've got $1, Elliot, that says this horse comes in no better than 10th. You could give me that horse at 200-1. I wouldn't bet him with your money. I say that with love, you know that. Oh. Well, you mean third time out, right? I remember a few shows back, you were just hitting everything. But this horse is not going to do crap. No. I refuse to believe it. You want that action, Aaron? Okay. This horse, the 11, I'm going to say will be, he won't be better than 10th, okay? He won't be better than 10th, the 11. That's the bet. They're going into the gate, and I have a decision to make right now. But I don't really love anything. If I want to mess around, I would do something like this. Trifecta. All right. It's the fourth race. All right. Well, why isn't it working? Trifecta for $25. We're going to do, well, I'm going to put him in the third spot. I'm probably not going to get this in. Did I miss it? Did it go off? All right, so I just keyed the 12 in the third spot. Only because of the post. Oops.
To LeBron to complete the field.
No. Stop that. Hold on.
And they're off. Good start from the inside for Blue Twirlin, moving up in the center. Copacetic has speed. In between horses, Pure Fashion hunting some forward position. On the far outside, it's Fuchsia, then Rainbow Bell, and Final Bell. Taken in hand behind them, Madeira Wine. In tight toward the rail is Traffic Song. Length back to Just Okay is Not Okay. Then Creative Cairo. Race favorite third Graft is the Gray second last. And two to the trailer, Mulsanne, as they round the first turn. Blue Twirlin and a Miguel Vasquez in front by half a length. Copacetic on the outside is second, Fuchsia 3 wide while third. Saving ground is Pure Fashion at the inside of Final Bell. Back from there, it's Traffic Song. Out wide on the course in Rainbow Bell, then Madeira Wine.
Can you guys see how I'm going to kill myself if this 12 wins this race? Do you see how loaded the 12 is right now?
Less than half a mile to go.
I mean, absolutely. I'm hoping he peters out. I want this guy to get in third. 10's loaded too, though. But I don't want the 12 to be second.
Just Okay is Not Okay.
Nobody else is coming.
Then the favorite third Draft ahead of Mulsanne. Dropping to last is Rainbow Bell as they converge up front. Copacetic from up between after three quarters and 112 flat, loose and charging. Final Bell down the center for Zayas. Fuchsia is next as they come inside.
Come on, 12, hold for third.
Copacetic still has the lead.
Come on, 12, hold for third. Nope. God. Petered out.
Final Bell surging at Copacetic. Final Bell.
10-8-10.
Gets the final call.
And the 11 horse is going to come eventually. There he goes in last. Aaron, that's a buck. And believe me, I am just completely teasing Elliot. I'm like playing. I mean, as a handicapper, we're just having fun, but I didn't like the 11. I thought the 12 was going to get third. It was beautiful. He just petered out. That sucked. 10 wins, though. Second Scotty pick. 10-8. And good morning, Tony. 10-8. God, that 12. How nice would that have been? 10 at 8-1. We talked about how tough this race is. Over the 8 at 6-1. At 14-1 if the 12 would have got third. I mean, 12 was right there. I just stopped. Would you guys listen to me? What did I tell you? Not only did that horse not get 10, the horse, did you see him pull? Like, he was like coming up, he got last. You had 8 with 10. You got to box that. You have to box that. Oh, God. I'm just sick that damn 10, not the 10, but the 12 horse. Why couldn't the 12 get third? Why? It wasn't too much to ask. You're running easy. Did you guys see that? 12 was just like this in hand, just easily. Can you imagine?
Number 10, Final Bell first. Number 8, Copus.
It was good last night, Brooks.
Draft
Yeah, thank you for saying that.
Creative Cairo was 4th. Number 5, Traffic Song finished 5th.
Gosh darn it. That'd have been nice. Tampa Bay race number 4. How much money do I have left? Let's refresh this. $540 on that one ticket. Well, you know I'm going all in. All right, so we're going to have to find one. But you know what? Right now, we just want action. You did that? Nice. Way to go. That's what makes this fun, though, right? And we're not taking shots at anybody. We're just having fun with each other. Elliot, like 3 or 4 shows ago, Elliot was like picking winner after winner after winner. But I have to tease Elliot. Elliot, you owe me Aaron, you owe me $1 for sure. I don't have Venmo, but somebody has Venmo. Who has Venmo? Aaron needs to Venmo $1 to somebody of my choosing. All right, Tampa Bay. All right, so look at, you know what we can do? Obviously, we can come to these 1% horses that aren't getting bet. Now, the 2% horse, EE morning line's at 10-1, the horse is 9-1. I'm just suggesting that maybe the 1 could be in the money. So maybe we wouldn't eliminate that horse. I'm going to eliminate the 9. Then I'm going to run the ticket generator for, let's just say, $10. We'll run that. And it's singling the 10. EE morning line, it doesn't really love anybody, but it doesn't love the 10. That was a much stronger group last time than this is. I'm going to suggest to you, I think the 7's going to run better, and the 7's getting bet. That's one thing. Didn't break good. Watch out for the 7, but I like the 10. I like the 10-7. 3's not getting bet. Watch this. You talk about making a change. I'm going to take the 3 out of the 3rd spot. I'm going to lock it and regenerate. What about the Scotty long shot? This horse has been breaking terrible. Terrible breaker. I like the Scotty long shot. What if we did a 10-8 in the 1st spot? How about something like that? 10-8 with 1-2-7-8 with 1-3-8-10. What about that? And do a 10-8 exacta box for sure. We could play a little bit bigger. Let's put the 2nd and 2 in the 3rd spots as well. Okay, we've locked every spot. How about something like this? No, well, you got to use the 10 there. Okay, how about that? 8-10 with 1-2-7-8 with 1-2-3-7-8-10. And there's something about this one horse I like. First of all, in 9 tries at the surface and distance, this horse has a 1st, 2 seconds, and a 3rd for $42,000, $43,000 earned, a nice average SOR of 58. Because of 9 races at the surface and distance, the GSR doesn't mean anything to me in this case. I like this horse. I like this horse.
The horses are now approaching the starting gate.
I think the 7's going to run better too.
Is number 10, Nasino from the barn of
I would do an exacta box 7-10.
Junior as the running assignment.
That's going to be interesting. All right, they're loading into the gate. Fun race here. I think there's some money to be made in this race. We've had some prices.
Two more to move in line. We the Clouds. And from the outside, the 9-5 favorite, Nasino. Nasino is in. They're at the post. And they're off. Away and running on the outside, Pachanga breaks for the lead. From the far outside, We the Clouds.
So when I have a horse like the 10 horse on the outside, I like to see what kind of position the horse is going to get. And really, the 8 horse just took the worst of it. And unfortunately, I think it's the 10 that cut the 8 off. So even if the 10 did win, we might have to hold off an inquiry, but that wasn't good.
Has the lead now, 3 parts of a length. We the Clouds in the 2-path now draws alongside second. Pachanga with a ground-saving trip.
There's the 3 we talked about. Global Brand. I think this horse is for, that's the 5 on the lead. I take that back. I thought it was a 3. 74 to 1. 24 is very fast. You can see the horse is a need to lead type because you see how the horse runs with his head up high like that. Yeah, unfortunately, you had to check up, Jared, at the first turn. And you should make a note of that, but it usually comes back to hurt a horse. And that sucks too, because look at the 8 making a move.
Is now on the move for it. Then it's 2 lengths farther back. Nasino, the favorite, is now being asked to pick it up fifth. But meanwhile, up front, Fox Glove and Alonso Quinones move up and now put ahead in front.
I mean, these are 2 long shots in the lead. I mean, we're the 8 and 10 right now. They might catch them because the top 2 stop. Come on, 8. Get up, 8.
On the outside, Santa's foul. Down to the wire, it's Razzle Dazzle still in front. From the outside, Nasino re-engaging.
10's going to get there over the 9. And 8 might have got third, but it's really close. 8 really took the worst of it. We really kind of nailed that. Unfortunately, we didn't have the 9. I didn't like the 9, so I left the 9 out, so the ticket generator couldn't use the 9. And so I missed that. But I do think the 10 got there. But there might be an inquiry between the 10 and the 8. Because it did look, the 8 got fourth. It did look like the damn 9. I threw them out though. Hopefully, those of you that bet the 10 won't have to hold off an inquiry. I wonder if the system would have used the 9. If clear it, let's see, clear all positions. I wonder if the system would have used the 9. Let's see. Let's see what the system would have given on a $10 ticket. I don't know why they're showing the 9. The 10 clearly won the race. So it had the 9 in the 3rd spot, but it didn't have the 9 in the 4th spot. So 10, 9, 5. Now, it might have looked like that 10 was finishing, but the 10 wasn't finishing. The other horses were slowing down. So, you know, that's a note that I would put for sure.
First course was fifth.
I just put weak race. Oh, no inquiry. All right. Cool. Aqueduct, race number 2. All right, let's see if we can find a good bet in here. So when you have horses, again, that have raced so many times, I'm not looking at the GSR. I'm going to sort the average SOR in this case. And the Scotty Longshot faced a 52 group. So essentially in the last 5 races, this horse has faced an average of 52. And the reason we do that, not all 9 races, but in 5 races, 52 group. Because I want current form. So you have to make a call there. 5-1. I'm always going to lean towards. So what I would do, I look at the first thing I want to do is look at the 5 horse and go, okay, it's a 58. Is the form current? Last time at 6 furlongs, 58 group, and ran poorly. I mean, this horse's form's terrible. Two to 1 on the morning line. Our morning line was 7-2. I don't want to throw anybody off of a horse, but it's not my type of horse. It's not mine. Not in the top 2, Scotty. Then you come over and look at a horse like this, and clearly doesn't win unless he clears. Clearly. Clear's not fair, but has to be on or near the lead. And might get it, but has the inside. So I don't love the 3. 7 horse is tactical, but maybe not as classy. Okay, so now we're dealing with a really, really difficult race here. This guy needs the lead, which means it's going to hurt the 3. Who's a pure closer that has some class based on the SOR? I'd probably lean towards the 7, but I know they're taking off.
Now moves up, and then it is Irish.
And the 5 ends up getting the lead. Huh.
Morgantown is the leader with 9th hour.
Well, you told me that.
Has advanced down at the rail in 3rd.
Even so.
And then it is Irish Roar on the outside, followed by San Juan Diego next in 5th.
You know, sometimes when you have a race where you saw how confused I was in that race. Sometimes when that happens, just go with the numbers. I mean, I figured the 7 horse would have a good trip, and that's exactly what happened, but he just might not be classy enough. Scotty Longshot is right there. I mean, 2 is loaded with horse right now, but didn't we identify the 2 as a horse that... No, the 2 doesn't need the lead. All right, 2 might be your winner. I don't know.
It is still Morgan.
And look, you've got 5 horses now towards the wire. But I mean, it's going to be really close. I think the 7's got the measure of the 5, though. And the 4 gets it. Longest shot on the board, right? I mean, that's what we called. 7 gets a perfect trip. A little bit. We could do that pretty quickly. And now you just have to make a decision. And the 4 ends up getting the race. Alan liked that. Good. I mean, there were so many speed horses right there that we just knew we could throw out. Form on the 5 wasn't that great, although the 5 did run good. And longest shot on the board wins. Get out to Laurel Park. We've got Oaklawn as well. Maybe we'll look at Fairgrounds, see if I have any notes. Oaklawn Park race number 1. What's the weather like? Clear sky. Hey, anytime we get a chance to play Oaklawn Park, we're going to do it. So we're going to stick with Oaklawn. Maybe a pick 5. You guys want to do a pick 5 or you want to do a vertical in here? Tell me. Yeah? Okay. Coach is always down for a pick 5. I know that. All right. How big should we play, Jeff? How big of a ticket do you want? Yeah, that was the 4, John. Yeah. All right. Art's 240. All right, I like your style, but I don't think everybody on here is going to play 240, 60 to 80. All right, so let's do $60. I'll meet you guys in the middle. All right, so we're going to have to do this fast. So the first thing I'm going to do when I don't have a lot of time is I'm going to look at the single and see if I agree with the system. This is my own personal preference, right? So it's just, do I agree with the system? The goof on the roof. Vic Stoffer. Boom. All right. So it's singling. Top Scotty pick. EE morning lines 9 to 5. I like that. Here's what I like. Believe it or not, I like the fact that horse is 9 to 5 and doesn't have a huge win percentage. Because if it did, if it had like 40%, then the system, it's telling me automatically, yeah, that's kind of where everybody's kind of going to. But the fact that it doesn't, wow, is a big, big drop in class. Big, big drop in class. And Diodoro wants to win races. Can tell you that right now. But this is a tough race. That's a ballsy ass single. If you want to single that, do it. I'm probably not sure that I would. Raggedy Ann, won by 4 lengths in the 56 group. Oaklawn Park has a great record at Oaklawn Park. The 2 horse, this guy is gate to wire, but this guy's tactical as well. Is there other speed? Is there other speed?
The horses are at the gate.
They're at the gate.
It's post time.
I couldn't.
Into the gate for race number 1.
Sorry, guys. This is a brutal sequence. Brutal. I'm gonna.
So is Pinsos. They're at the post.
Doesn't matter. They're at the gate. Sorry, guys. A GSR stands for genetic strength rating. It goes back generations, and it's probably for me, the SOR is my favorite tool, but the GSR is probably the most favorite tool because it shows you, it gives you one metric from 1 to 100 that tells you the horse most likely to run well on that surface and distance. We'll do a pick 4, Coach. We'll give it more time on the pick 4. You got it.
Tightly at the rail in second. Hanson's Mischief in good striking position, third. Now a half length behind Buttered Noodles. Then comes Deflator in the orange. He's got about 4 lengths to make up.
There's nobody coming from behind. 3's all out. 7's all out. If they start, well, no, the 6 is coming. And 6 got bet down to 4 to 1. Nobody's really making up ground on the 2. So Buttered Noodles is going to win this race.
16th out, and Buttered Noodles is clear. He now leads Erner by a length.
30%.
Deflator on the wrong lead into third. Buttered Noodles and Erner.
Top 2 picks. And then the price play. That price play is not just for wins, guys. That price play is for horses to come in the money too. So you can utilize that for that. Excuse me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. So let's get out to Gulfstream Park. I'm itching to spend my $540 in my first entry, and I have to make a decision who I'm going to put it on. Just claim not training great. That was my note. And then, but I will say this: look at the last two races. Then this guy not training good. They take this horse in a non-winners of 3 lifetime, wins the race, but then moves up in class, runs second, and then moves this horse up to what? Here's the interesting thing: there was a 60 group. And so that was a tougher group. Went off at 8-1, and went 4 wide. But look, was still only 3.5 lengths from the stretch. So I'm gonna get this note doesn't help me anymore. Really, not training great, just claimed. I pretty much know who this horse is, so I don't want to see a note if I don't need it. So to me, this horse is a factor here, back on the drop in class. 3-2 though, I don't know. And subsidiary, new trainer here. And one first time out, but now is moving up in class. What I do like is the horse dueled last time out. It says dueled, but how did he? Maybe he dueled down the stretch. Fantastic Kingdom, the Scotty Longshot. I had a note, not a good breaker, and he's not. And now this horse is going on dirt and getting bet. Look at the GSR. This is an interesting horse. Okay, this is interesting. Goes on the dirt, draws a good post, 1 turn mile, and this guy goes from a 58 GSR. Maybe he's okay. So this horse did not pop up on my trainer. Oh, okay, I know why. It's going to start. Essentially, this is a 14-point difference in the GSR. Interesting. And the Scotty Longshot. Interesting horse. You got a price play here in the 5. So automatically, whenever when I see a price play, I just do a small exacta box 4 or 5. Like I'll take the Scotty Longshot and the price play. I've seen these things come in first and second too often. And the 4 won his last dirt race. He sure did. Look at that. That was the last win. That was a non-winners of 3 lifetime race too. Some of these horses just got through that condition. This has just been a story about, and look at how ironic was it that that horse actually broke 3rd. That was the best break the horse had had. And look at how much more speed the horse showed. Interesting horse. 6 horse Dana Grace. And this guy just keeps getting 3rds. But those have been tougher groups. This is not a tough group. This is not a tough group. I'm telling you right now. So when you're looking at all these horses, they're probably facing easier. Look at this guy. Faced a 66 last time out and showed speed and was 3 lengths at the stretch. And the rail wins a lot at 8 furlongs going 1 turn here at Gulfstream Park. This is a gate to wire candidate if I ever saw one. Subsidiaries is tactical. Oh, I think anything can happen in this race. Oh yeah. What about the one? What about the 1 going gate to wire, and then the 4 or 5 getting up for second? Like, what about something like that? Right? I mean, why not? This is no race to play a favorite. This is a race to play smaller, not bigger. So I'm not going to spend all my money, but I am going to just take a flyer, and I'm going to take the 1 to go gate to wire, and then I'm going to look at the God. See, nothing matches up here. You got the top Scotty pick is the 3, but he's also 7-5 on the EE morning line. Ugh. Irad Ortiz. I'm going to do something crazy like this. Watch this. They go off yet? They're off.
La Vie between horses. These top five.
I'm curious to see how the 4 is going to run. But I don't know. Did he break bad?
Fantastic Kingdom.
How did he break?
Half a mile left to race. Irad Ortiz Jr. and Subsidiary have the lead by half a leg. Witch Hunter is second. Data Grace 3 wide third. La Vie held up in traffic between horses. Yes Factor trying to keep up toward the rail. A gap of
You did, Robert? Did I miss it?
And Betty B is now last as they round the far turn.
You gave me 2 big plays, Robert. Did I miss?
Subsidiary let out an option responding. Leads a length and a half. Paco.
I like Life is Good.
She sent on with the task to challenge. At the
We'll look there. We'll look at some of the races at Santa Anita today. Robert, if you're talking about me, I'm so sorry I missed it. Let me know.
Bracing for the challenge of La Vie on the outside. 3/4, 111 flat. These two have kicked on. Subsidiary on the inside. La Vie on the outside. La Vie is powered past. Subsidiary is game and clearly second. The battle's
4 broke bad.
La Vie is edging away at 7-5. La Vie is in front. Subsidiary
2,
was second. Up third was
3,
Betty
5. Price play got third.
Then Witch Hunter and Data Grace.
All right, Robert, who are we talking about? Get this off your chest. Who did I miss? Did the one? I bet you the 1 broke bad as well because the 1's fast and the 1 was nowhere near the lead. So I'm guessing he did. Well, I'm glad I didn't bet that because I wasn't going to play the 2, but the favorite ended up winning. All right. The 1 just wasn't fast enough. Okay, I appreciate that. Okay. Hey, Robert, I don't know if you're just being in jest right now or what, but you're taking the chat and you're making it a little bit negative right now. So I'm going to ask you kindly to chill out. Okay? Really, this group of people, we enjoy each other. We all give picks. We all have fun. And I don't want to take this negative. So I'd really appreciate you chilling out. All right? I'm a pretty patient guy, but there's certain things I'm not going to tolerate. Well, I don't want you to have a beef here on my chat. If you want to have a beef, go have it somewhere else. All right? So we're like having fun, man. Like this is what it's supposed to be about. You got to understand, you don't think it affects, but you have that chat like that, Robert, it affects me. It affects my mood, everything. So, okay. So all of it. Yeah. With JP and all that kind of stuff too. Like, guys, it affects the chat. This is not what this is about. We're trying to have fun. You guys have personal beefs. Take this shit somewhere else. Like, this is supposed to be like a fun. Listen, I don't need to do this shit. Like, I do this. I want to have fun and have a good time and all of us win and stuff like that. Like, the fact you're so selfish, you bring this personal bullshit onto this thing really pisses me off. All right. So Tampa Bay race number 5. Yeah, we're just here to have fun, man. Pick picks, like even with Elliot. I'm joking with Elliot. Like, you know, give him credit, and then when he's wrong, give him a hard time. That's, you know, fun stuff, like in jest. Like, you know what I mean? Come on, man. All right. Let's get refocused here. Now I need a drink to loosen up because you got me all tight and right. Come on, Robert. You're better than that. I've seen you on there before. You're a good dude. Come on. No personal beefs here, okay? You know, I'm going to get a drink. I got to loosen up. I'll be right back. You know what? It takes a big man to apologize. That's all you needed to say. We're good. Thank you. I appreciate that. Stop fucking with my show. I'm kidding. All right. Loosen up a little bit now. Okay, let's go to Tampa Bay Downs race number 5. And I do appreciate you apologizing, though. That takes a big man to do that. Okay, Last Judgment. So look, you can see here clearly, right? Just look at this. I want to show you guys something, right? This is why the GSRs, the SORs are so important to me anyways, okay? So you look at the SOR, that was a grade 3 race, but look how strong that damn grade 3 race was, right? That was an 80, and it was even stronger than the 70s, than the grade 1 invitational over at Gulfstream Park. The Pegasus. Is that crazy? Look at that. So obviously that horse has been facing, tougher horses. Now this horse is 8-5, and the E morning line was 2-1. The one horse Jungle Fighter hasn't been on dirt, and the GSR is so low. I know it's the Scotty long shot, but there's only a few horses in this race, so it has to choose somebody for a long shot. I personally don't like the one. No, I'm teasing about that one, Robert, but it's all good. So just have some fun, man. Maybe you need a drink, Robert. This guy seems weak. Yeah, I think it's between. I think the race is between the 2, 3, and 5. I don't like the one's 1%. I don't like it. E morning line 25-1. This guy's going to run better for sure. It's off of a layoff though. Mott's running pretty good. I like this horse a little bit. I like the 5. 4 horse seems a little cheap to me. I'm going to pass on the 4. I'm going to say the race is between these 3 horses. So you could do 2, 3, 5. I like the 2 best. I'm going to say 2 over the 3. 5. I'm going to say 2, 3, 5 cold, something like that. 2, 3, 5. Yeah, don't. Well, Mom's probably listening. I can't get away with it. She's like, Mom, I apologize about the F word. You would not believe every time I talk to her. I guarantee you, I'm going to hear this now. I'm going to hear it. Even my brother, he's like, it doesn't help your show. I'm like, it's not about trying to help the show or not. It was just naturally came out because I was upset. When you're doing a live show for 5 hours, shit happens. Oops. What I should do is find myself like $10 for every cuss word, but I probably would pay 25 just to do it. It's like what is it about saying that F word that just kind of gives you a release out of your body? You guys notice that? I don't know what it is, but I'm not much of, well, sometimes I can get on a cuss rampage, but by the most part, I'm not really a cusser. Do I have any money in my account? I kind of like to bet this 235. I don't know if I have any money. I think I might have a little bit. Oh, I do. I'm going to do an exacta 2 over the 3.5.
By Stanford. That is also the track record.
And I'm going to do a trifecta, just cold 2.35 for the hell of it.
Modernist. He's in. They're at the post.
At the post. All right. Good luck, you guys.
And they're off.
They're
To
off.
a level beginning in the 30th running of the Challenger. Last Judgment breaks for the lead up between horses. Let Me Know now moves up second. Modernist
I don't want to see a big,
outside.
a horse like the 4-horse long shot pushing R2.
Is Jungle
That it's
Fighter.
frustrating, but I think the 2's running well in hand.
Last Judgment. Centeno puts him on the lead now by a length and a half. Let Me
Did
Know
you see how the
is
2-horse just got
second.
hammered to 7-5 late?
It's 1 length farther
But so
back.
did the 3 for that
Steers
matter.
the rail now third. Alongside him is Modernist fourth. And then it's a break of 5. The Jungle Fighter, the trailer, he'll spot him 9 as they settle for their journey up the backstretch. Last Judgment calling all the shots up front. Had the lead now by 1 length. Let Me Know inching up a closer second. War Stopper remains along the rail third, and he's shadowed by Modernist on the outside fourth, and still nothing from Jungle Fighter, and that's the 5 of them as they lead the half-mile marker, and Last
Exactly.
Judgment is trying to take them start to finish.
By the way, that cigar is looking really good right
Gets
now.
up gets the wake-up call and moves up a closer second. Up on the outside, Let Me Know is third, and Modernist remains fourth. As they approach the quarter-mile pole, it's Last Judgment. He's still the target, and he inches clear to lead the race now by 3. Let Me Know is set down for the drive to the outside second.
I don't like when a horse goes wide like that because usually it's a sign of a horse getting tired. Come on, 3, stay up for second. 2, 3, 5. Stop, 4. Stop, 4.
Still in front.
2, 3. Nah, it's going to be 2, 5, 4 or 2, 5, 3. That's okay. We got the exacta. I should have done, you know what? I should have done a damn 2 with 3-5 with 3-5 trifecta, but we got the exacta. And you know what? The 5 was the better one anyways for the second spot because he was 7-2. So, maybe that was the better way to go. I got a little greedy there on the trifecta, didn't I? And Dylan, that's a bad play because you got a small field, right? You can't play a small field like that with all favorites like that and box them, Dylan. You're not going to make any money. Thanks, John. Thanks, Nate. Thank you, Pat. Okay, so you can't do that. 1 drink and we win. Damn. I'm an alcoholic. Yeah, where have the booms been? We've actually been hitting some stuff today. It's not like we haven't hit. I mean, I don't know what it's going to pay, Jeff, but I appreciate your enthusiasm. I mean, five horse field, you get a cold superfecta. You get the 4 for fourth. I like it though. Yeah, I would agree, Elliot, with that. Yeah. I mean, if you're going to do a superfecta, just hit it cold. If there's you got 5 horse field like that for sure. No doubt. Oh, okay. You got it, coach. You're right. Oh, you had it ice cold? Oh, okay. That's pretty good. And you got it for $5. Okay, who can be the closest at predicting what that $5 superfecta is going to pay? Cole, I'm hold on here. 5-horse field. The 5-horse came in second over the 3. That helps. I'm going to say for $1, you're going to get back $8. 25? 100? Oh, you guys are terrible at this. All right, we'll see. I'm going to say $8. $8 for $1. I hope for your sake more. 140? Come on. 84 for 1. 5-horse field. You guys have lost your minds. All right, Oaklawn Park. Pick 4. $60. Oh, 45 for $5. Yeah, that's more like it. Just like, well, what did it pay? You can't just say boom without $28.40 for $1. No, it did not. Oh, that's what you guys are guessing. Okay. $9.20 for 10 cents. Jay, you're smoking something. It paid $28 for $1. No, it did not. That's a huge payout. You like the 5, Tony? Where? It paid 13 for 50 cents. I'm getting the feeling what did it pay? Oh, you guys are guessing this, or one of you has to say it actually paid this. Please. $28.40? Holy crap, way to go. That is amazing payout for a 5-horse field. That's off the charts. That's just crazy. I thought this sequence was really, really tough, you guys. I really did. That's amazing payout. That really is. I wouldn't have guessed that in a million years. I mean, I guessed $8. I mean, I was off. Like, I thought you guys were loony. One of you said $100 and something. No, that's awesome, Jeff. That's sweet. Yeah. Thanks, Damon. God. I mean, look, nobody knows what to do in this race, and you can see that by the wagering, right? And this horse even has a really good record. The 1-horse Show It has a really good record too. Look at, I just want to preface this again. Look at the one. Well, no, that's a 1 and 1A. I take look at 9-2 on the E morning line, and 6-1 on the odds makers morning line, and it's only 3% and 7%. But look, the top win percentage is only 29% in the 12, and draws the 12 hole and has no speed, right? So you need to put that in perspective, and remember that this 12 horse already has a 71% chance of losing. The system doesn't look at pace, it doesn't look at trip, and so when you do that, you look and go, oh man, that makes it even worse. And he's already burnt money in 2 races at this same surface distance level. Okay? And he's not in the top 2 Scotty picks. But here's the thing. These can be opportunities. If you look at it like, man, well, this is not helping me find a winner. It's telling you how wide open the race is. In fact, it's saving you money. You just have to make the right call. I think it's a spread race. I don't love the 12, acknowledging that the 12 can win. And then I look at a horse like Jack Van Berg, by the way, one of the biggest characters that horse racing has ever seen. Sunday Silence trainer and one of the best trainers of all time. But this is a big drop in class. And second race off a layoff. Speed, not much tactability or rateability. Is tactability in a word? I'm not even sure. But there's a lot of speed horses. Nobody that really likes to come from behind. I might single the 8. You know what? Well, it's, hold on. Top Scotty pick is the 4, who's very fast. And can't rate. Really? Huh. I'm glad you prefaced that with true story, because I would have thought you were busting my chops, Dan. See, Mom, I need to cuss more often. You know what the only issue is? And to the parents out there, I think I told this story a couple of shows ago. I'm sorry, Coach. I know you want me to handicap this thing, but I'm kind of having fun with you guys today. And I don't really feel like handicapping that much. I really want a cigar right now. I've got a cigar place right there on the strip here at Los Olas Boulevard. And I go there and have a beer and a cigar and just people watching. Trust me, the people watching is great. It's fun. This is a really fun place that I live in. But I do feel bad sometimes with, I know that, you know, sometimes parents have kids in the background. And I know that I actually have some fans that are kids. And so I feel bad when I cuss. So for that reason. Yeah, exactly, James. Bo's driving. Man, Bo's the best. I got to tell you a story about Bo too. I have so many stories. Okay, tell a story about Bo. I still have a horse I haven't even given you yet. I'm going to make you wait for it. I haven't decided whether I'm going to give it to you guys or not. But I guess that would be kind of jacked up if I made you guys wait all show long and didn't give it to you, wouldn't it? It wouldn't be cool. Bill's daughter got married today. Aw. Make sure you give him my I'm happy for them. Let them know that, okay? Love Bill. Beautiful family too. Cigar and people watching and a drink is fantastic, right, Mike? Man, I'm telling you, the area that I live in, no regrets. It's fantastic. And I left, for me to say that, I left Newport Beach, California. What's that tell you? This area here in Fort Lauderdale is fantastic. There's something about this 4-horse. I meant to tell you guys that I liked. And the system's not using it. And it's a note horse. And we have to always sort the GSR. I don't like this horse. 8 tries at the distance, no wins. I don't like that. 50-1 on this horse, so I don't like that. This horse, no wins in 11 tries. I don't like that. But the Scotty long shot has to be used. I'm going to make that one change. This is what I'm going to do. Make that one change. It's singling the 7. Do I know if that's a good single or not? It's not even the top Scotty pick. I don't even know where it comes up with the 7. Not the top win percentage, not the top Scotty pick. So you're asking me, Scott, why is it choosing the 7? I don't know. Nope, you're wrong, Pat. But did you find one that has a really big variance in the GSR? They're loading. Okay, this is it. I just got to go with the system. I made one change. That's it right there. $50 ticket. That's it. The goof on the roof with the call of race number 3 from Oaklawn Park. I love Mike Trout. Yeah, he ran me into town. He wants to live here in Fort Lauderdale, trust me. No, he doesn't. He's got a new baby,
Go right back in.
a beautiful wife. He's happy.
They're off. Backseat Promises and Frills show speed. Scamania's close up. So is Mia Promessa. Show it away next. Then Scheherazade, Can't Touch Me, and Big Tiny. And the trailer is Friendly and Kind.
Yeah, two favorites are dueling right now.
The leader is Scamania, just in front of Frills.
Scamania. Those are the top two Scotty picks too. What does Scamania mean? Anybody know? Look that up. Somebody look that up and tell me what Scamania means. Some of these creative names. Did the system tell me the system didn't single this too, and I changed it? I think I locked in these horses. I think it had the two singled. That's why I hope the 4 wins, because I'm pretty sure it's singled the 2. And I made that change. And if I did, I'm a genius. 2's done. 4's going to win for fun. This is gone. History. Frills. 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 It's giving me chills. That's that way what I'd be saying if I was doing the race call right now. And here comes Frills. Down the stretch they come. And Frills holding off the rest of them. And the 3-horse Scheherazade is going to get up for second just over the 1A, because I can see that ahead of time. And I think I'm right.
Desperately close for second.
I think I'm right. That's all alcohol speaking right there. 6-1 on the 3. 4-3-1A. I'm calling it here. You heard it first here on EquinEdge Live. How was that? Was that pretty good? I missed my calling. I could have been a really good race caller. I'm not really good with voiceovers, but I could have been like Frank Miramani or something like that. That's the way. Or maybe like a mix between Frank and Trevor Denman. Something like that. Okay, here it is. Thank you, Scott. Chinookan word meaning swift water may refer to Scamania, so it's like an Indian thing, right?
Number 4.
In Washington State, where Justin lives.
The judges will examine the photograph.
3 got second, Keith?
The other numbers.
Elliot thinks there's an inside bias. Maybe there is. I haven't noticed that. What up, Marshall? I'm not sure if he did that on purpose, Marshall, but that was very, very cute. He is in for $300 for the pick 6. All he needs is $120,930 for a group ticket. Are you? Oh, you're calling 413? Junior, no. I have not been wrong one time on this show. Not one time. There's no way. You're going to go up again. Okay, I got a buck. Aaron's still 431 unofficially. You are wrong, Junior. Why do you want to even go up against me like that when it comes to calling these things?
9. Big Tiny.
No.
4th.
No. Gulfstream Park. We got to get out to Gulfstream Park. Eventually, I got to play in this tournament. You guys are killing me. You guys tired yet? I only put $6,000 into investment into playing the tournament. I'm hanging out with you guys. That's all. Road to Peace. Never ran. They've been stiffing this horse. I've been watching this horse. That's why I put a note on this horse. They've been stiffing this son of a gun. So the 11 horse is the favorite. My note on the horse 2 back was claimed 50,000 at last race. Blinkers back on, and the horse didn't run a lick. Now draws the 11 hole and has no speed. No, 9 furlongs or not. I pass. You know what you should do? I'm taking the 2 horse, but I'm thinking about like just doing a 2-4-6 exacta box in the tournament, right? Like, how many of you would have the balls to do something like that? Just, I'll just sit there, no handicapping. I'm going to take the 2 price plays and the Scotty long shot. And I'm going to throw the 10 in there. I'm going to do a trifecta box. 2, 4, 6, 10. Try. Don't try this at home, folks.
Return $47.80. Daily double $14.10. 10 cents superfecta $42.40.
2, 4.
Today's third
6,
race will be run at 6
10.
furlongs. In race 3, number 5 Super Wonder Girl. We have a late unpublished.
I'm going to do it for $20.
Here at Oakland Park.
And that is $480. How many of you have the balls to do that?
4 furlongs.
2, 4, 6, 10.
In 51.5 51 seconds flat, breezing. Post time for race 3 in less than 27 minutes at 2:00.
Thank you very much, Vic. That was a very he talks too much for my liking, Vic, but he's a very good race caller. And from what I understand, he's actually a really nice guy. I've never met him. All right, I'm taking all even numbers. 2, 4, 6, 10. They're off.
From the center, Moni commences well. Down at the inside, goes fly away on with speed. Away in the top flight, it strike the top. Moving between horses goes the North Remembers, and the run past the wire the first time. Fly away by a neck. Moni is there second.
Okay.
To pieces in early
No
third.
cussing on this show, Dan.
Over is strike the top. Down at the inside goes Montauk Summer.
I've heard a Chinook pass, actually. I have heard a Chinook pass.
Race favorite, please call me back.
I just didn't put 2 and 2 together, right?
For company on the outside. Down at the fence goes Emoji Guy. Then it's back to the North Remembers, and the early trailer is Seize the Hay. Opening quarter, 24 seconds.
24 seconds flat is very fast.
Into the backstretch with the advantage. Fly away in front now by a length. Moni is there from second toward the inside. Montauk Summer in the blue colors, a joint third alongside Long Shot Road to Peace. Wide on the course and strike the top, then comes strong-headed. It's a length and a half back to the inside, and the favorite, Please Call Me Back. Yet to be asked for any serious runs. Sir Hosky's on his outside, then Emoji Guy, and the North Remembers. Out the back remains Seize the Hay, and up front remains Fly Away. 48 seconds flat for the opening half mile. Fly away, leads by half a length. Moni is second, Road to Peace third. At the rail, Montauk Summer ready to go when called on. Races into third now. On his back, and Please Call Me Back. Down at the fence goes strong-headed. Trying to wind it up from the back is Emoji Guy. He's stuck in traffic wide on the course and Seize the Hay as they run to the top of the stretch. Please Call Me Back. Guiding through traffic nicely here under Paco Lopez. Off the turn in the clear and charging. From
Top pick's going to end up winning.
Summer looks for racing room. Strong-headed from the back. And there's an eighth of a mile to go. Please Call Me Back has now made the lead. Moni is next. Strong-headed in Montauk Summer. Please Call Me Back with his ears up.
Wow, look at the two.
Montauk Summer takes
Wow.
it's a photo.
Oh, I think the 11 got it. Who wants to call that? 11-2.
Favorites in a photo in 147.
11-2. Good ride. I'm going to say 11-2. Those are the favorites. Who got third, though? That I didn't see. Clearly 11-2. What are you guys calling? 5, 11-2, 5. 6 was right there. We weren't that far off. I didn't realize the 9 horse had such a big GSR, but I don't think he ran. Low win percentage, which doesn't always matter. Ooh, the 2 got a good head bob. 2 got a good head bob. I'm still going to call the 11, though. Oh, you're calling the 2. I'm going to call the 11 because I still think that the 11's head was always in front, but the 2 got a good head bob for sure. How about that Pegasus statue? You know, they spent $55 million. Supposedly that's the number. $55 million on that. Do you know that thing breathes fire? But they never use it because I don't know why they don't use it, but I'm assuming because it costs so much money to breathe the fire. I own you already? All right, we got to get serious now. I'm done. Now I got a little bit of money left in one entry, like $40, $60. I'll play that. And then I'll just start hammering. I guess I'm going to have to play aggressive at Santa Anita after I say fond adieu to you guys. $11.25. Stevie Wonder told you. Very good. Very good. I mean, that 6 was right there at big odds. The 2 was obviously right there. We weren't so far off. We weren't so far off. Because we got our hands slapped for copyright infringement. That's why.
In the picture, 2 Montauk.
That is
Summer up to win it.
officially the first time I've been wrong.
Back with second, 5 strong.
That's it. I'm not picking them anymore.
6 Money was 4th. 3 Fly Away ran 5th. Montauk Summer up late to win it at 3-1.
Price play. And that 6 at 17-1 was right there. Look at that. 26% and a price play at 3-1 wins the race. Lowest GSR though. Here's the thing. And look at, you see how many horses were right there? And this is the point that I've been trying to make, that you have to remember that it's conflicting information everywhere. Everywhere. The Scotty picks, the win percentages are different. You have price plays here. GSRs are different. This is where you have a very tough race, so you have to make a decision on what you're going to do. That's all it is. That was the top win percentage as well as a price play. I actually don't know that I've ever seen a price play on a top win percentage. What was the morning line? 5-1 as well. Okay. What up, Bill? Bill's been doing great on tournaments. So I'm trying to, morning line overlays. By the way, how do you guys like the results popping up so quickly now? That took us a year to figure out. I know you might think it's easy, but it was so hard. Now look at, it pops up before anything else pops up, and you've got your exotic payouts. Look at that super high 5. That was havable. $1 paid $2,700. Thank you. Yeah, it was not easy. Some of this stuff is so brutal. God, Elliot, that's a tough question. I don't know that's a fair question in the sense to Todd Pletcher. Fair question from you. I don't know. I don't know, Elliot. He gets a lot of great horses, and he's a salesperson. And salespeople usually do well, but they don't long-term do well. I think Bobby Frankel was an amazing trainer. Charles Whittingham was an amazing trainer. These are guys that had, they had sustainability, and they weren't salespeople. If you knew Bobby Frankel, he would tell owners to screw off. Charlie Whittingham was just a classy, quiet man. So they're great. I really do think Ron McAnally was fantastic in his day. He's older now, but I do. A lot of respect for him. Dick Mandela, not always the most social person in the world. Not that I've ever met him, but I've seen. And on his interviews, he certainly doesn't come across very well, but I think Dick Mandela is a good trainer. But I think it hurts them when they can't communicate very well. So here's the thing about a horse like this 4-horse at Tampa Bay Downs. You got a 0% trainer, 13% jockey, which is okay. And I put a note, seems like a late running sprinter. And when a horse runs good like this, it's going to next likely get overbet. And that's what I think is happening here with the 4. I don't like the 4. It's a price play though. Excuse me. Wow. Current trainers, who do I respect? Bill Mott is one that comes to mind. I'll have to think about that one. Quick results are fantastic, right? Yeah, thank you for that. And thank you, Linda, too. I am not trying to Asmussen he's a numbers guy. I nothing against Steve. I don't know that I could put him at the top of the trainers. He's getting a lot of horses. I don't know. I like to see trainers that can move horses up, not just numbers. He 2,500 starters a year is just ridiculous. I mean, geez, he probably makes more money than who knows. Thank you, Jerry. I appreciate that. Gary does? I didn't know that. Scott, thank you. I didn't know that. I did not know that. 3 men. I have not looked at it yet. I'm going to write that down again. Am I not smiling, Deb? I can't do. Is it bad? Some people can just. I am not. Have you guys ever seen some of my pictures? They're not good. I have. If I naturally am happy, I think my pictures are great. But I can't just go. How's that? I can't do it. So we had when I was working for TVG. When I was working for TVG, they had us do a bunch of like pictures and stuff like that. I don't consider myself very photogenic. I can't just go and you see the guys like Rich Perloff is fantastic. Like I can't do it. I just like I can do that, but I can't go. I don't know. But I love you, Deb. 3 men on a horse. I promise. Oh. I've got a show for you guys too. I got to go find it. I forget the name of it because I'm drunk now. 3 men on a horse. I am going to watch that, Jim. All right, they're loading into the gate. And what's interesting is you got a 40% horse in the 2 horse. That's 4-1 right now. EE morning line 4-1. 6-5 right now on the 8. 19% second time starter. Went off at 80 cents in the dollar. Don't you have to take the 40% horse at least? I think you do. I think you do.
Last investment.
But that's a nice GSR on the 8. Workouts are good. Didn't have any excuses last time out. I don't know. I got to put a little bit of money. And how about the 3 horse, Dreaming of Jerry? 7%. I like 3-2. At the post.
And they're off. The best distance. Ridden hard for the early lead. From the outside, the Big George's Kingdom now moves up. From the far outside, Big Venezuela will be carried wide around the first turn. Back to the inside is Sound of Thunder, and Gandolfo is the last horse away. Around the clubhouse turn they go. Up on the outside, Big George's Kingdom now moves to the lead now by a neck toward the rail. The best distance is now back slightly now to be second. Then it's Seminole Beach in the 2-path racing along third. Son of Thunder is along the rail fourth. Last investment. With clear racing room on the outside 5th. Then it's 2.5 lengths farther back. Dreaming of Jerry is along the rail now.
Yeah, I got a series for you guys.
Up on the outside, a length and a half farther back.
It's Queen of something or other. I know I'm bad at this, but I'm a little buzzed, and I got it. It's Queen of something on Netflix, and I'm addicted. I think it's like 4 or 5 seasons, but it's incredible. Maybe you guys can help me out with the finish of that title of that show. There's the 8 right there. We talked about the 8. Untreated 6-5 favorite. Running easy. Going to win for fun. It's going to be a procession here. I'm going to give you 5 lengths, plus or minus.
And struggling. Up on the outside is Steve now 5th. But as they turn
and the 2 horse, the top win percentage, not the top Scotty pick. Lukewarm on the betting.
We'll try to save the place.
Queen of the South. Oh, God. Yes. Yes. It's about drugs. But I promise you guys, what did I say? Did I tell you guys 5 or 6 lengths? How good am I? I just can't remember titles. I'm really bad. Does your guys' brain, I don't know what's happening with me, but like no, it's not. It's definitely Queen of the South. It's fantastic. Queen of the South. I mean, just trust me on this. It is fantastic. You just watch the first 2 episodes of the first season and you're done. You're done. That's it. You can't stop. That's why I don't like getting into series in the beginning. I want to see 4 or 5 seasons first before I'm even going to get into it, because I will watch all 4 or 5 seasons in 2 weeks. For sure. It's about drugs and yeah, that's the best I got for you. You won $40, Deb? Man, you've come a long way, Deb. Shit's gone bad for you, man. You were winning 21, 22,000, 7,000, 8,000, 20,000. What the hell, Deb? Anybody else watch this series? If we're close to Santa Anita, we are, aren't we? God. I think I'm going to have to let you guys go soon. I have not even focused on this damn tournament. And you know what? I always do my shows on Saturdays, and all the tournaments are on Saturdays. This is a problem. Oh, you turn. Deb, you're turning 40 years old. When is your birthday, Deb? I want you to be my teacher, Deb. She is the GOAT. Yes. Don't give me a drink. Oh my God. Your mind went after you hit 40. Listen, I wasn't touching that with a 10-foot pole, Deb. She does. I want Deb to be my teacher. 5 minutes to Santa Anita. Holy shit. I've got to play in this tournament. You guys are killing me. Oh, you want to say, oh, it's a mandatory pay. Is it a mandatory payout at Santa Anita? Is that what it is? Oh, God. How did we get to talking about your age? I'm pretty sure that Deb did that. It's mandatory? Okay. Don't give me a drink. I cannot stay focused. I'm telling you, I told you guys I'm a lightweight. All right, I can't go anywhere until I give you guys a pick 6. I obviously like the 4 horse here because I put 4. And when I put it multiple times, it means I like the 4, which means this horse is going to go from 7-1 to about 4-1 in about 5 minutes because of you guys. Stretching out. The GSR is lower, though. Why did I like the 4? Did somebody tip me on the 4? Okay, you guys want to pick the rest of my tournament? I'll tell you what. You guys, that's the way the rest of the show is going. You guys pick the horses I'm going to play. No, I got that after the fact, Deb. But sometimes I miss the conversations along the way, and I just pick up on one tweet. I call them tweets, but whatever one message. Yes. I shouldn't be drunk. You shouldn't be playing in $6,000 tournaments and be drunk. At least one of them I qualified for, so I didn't have to pay for that. 4 is loan speed. Is that why I liked it? That's true. Could be that. Because I genuinely have no recollection as to why I like this horse. You guys are going to have to help me. You know what? The rest of the show's on you guys. I'm going to kind of be a moderator, and I'll kind of like take this thing where you want it to go. But I'm drunk now. Like legitimately, I am buzzed. I'm going to hang up with you guys when I do, and I'm going to go have a cigar, and I'm going to tweet it out. So if you guys aren't following me at Scotty Pick 6 or at EquinEdge, you should. And don't forget can you like the show? How many people? What was the concurrent people we've had on the show? How many people have we had concurrently on this show? watching the show? Anybody know? I can't see this on mine. Mike tells me after the show. I'll say, Mike, how many people we have watching the show? But I have no idea. How many people watching? Yeah, come on, Mike. Mike Smith, Deb. Yeah, Zenyatta. I mean, obviously. No, that's true. 183 watching, 135 likes. Come on. We can do better than that. 181. That's actually low. Normally we've got like 300 and something people watching. And I really do think that's because we got taken off of Twitter last week. Or not Twitter, but YouTube. All right. And I think I've been very entertaining. So I'm not sure why we're having only 183 people watching. So here's an interesting horse. Remember how I'm always talking about how the odds makers morning line affects everybody? How about this? 12-1 on the morning line, on the odds makers morning line. Horse is 9-1, but on the EE morning line, 2-1, and also Scotty's long shot. Holy crap. And top win percentage is 27%. This guy's getting way, way, way over bet. Way, way over bet. Santa Anita, race number 1. I only have $60 in this one account. That's it. So I'm going to put it to win on that horse. 50. How money is the Scotty long shot? People are missing out. They don't even know. Because most people don't want to take the time to learn something new. All right. So that account is done. Now I have to go to the second account because unless that 7 horse wins, then we'll revert back to it. I accept your terms. And now we're back. Trifecta, $12. Now it's time to win. Yeah, I mean, I've got the 4 all right here, Elliot. Look, 4 times. What's 4 times 4 times 4 times 4? What is that, like 256 or something like that? Who can do that quickly? 4 times 4 is 16, times 4 is 64, times 4 is 256, times 4 is 1,026, something like that? How was that? I can just see some of you on the calculator right now, for sure. Off at Santa Anita. Ah, shoot. I got to...
In the China Doll Stakes,
Love
Sweetest
Frank Marimani.
Angel, the long shot leader, has it by a half length to Bleu Ballon.
There's the 4. I ended up betting the 7, the Scotty long shot, but I could regret it. Something about the 4 I liked.
On the outside of closing remarks, and Quattroel yet to do her best running. A quarter of a mile to go. Sweetest Angel, Bleu Ballon, Golden just 2 behind and poised. Here comes Going Global on the far outside, then closing remarks and Quattroel.
7 just needs a way through. Get up, 7. Get up, 7. Ah, 5's going to get him. God, he didn't get a good trip. He ran huge. Ah, Flavian Pratt. Big favorite. How good was the 7? Bastard.
Closing remarks, a solid second.
2-1 on the EE morning line, though. Seriously, it was 12-1 on the morning line. Terrible morning line. 2-1 on the E morning line. Seriously, like, look at if I had more time, I guarantee you, I would have spent more time, and that 7 would have been my key horse, and I would have had every one of these horses in the first spot, keyed the horse in the second spot, keyed him in the third spot, and that 7 would have been all over. But guarantee you, just so you know. That's okay. 1,024. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you, Michael. But I'm telling you, like, that's how I would have played that.
Going global was first.
10-1 on that horse, even more in line 2-1. Did he run like a 10-1 shot, or did he run a 12-1 shot, or did he run like a win or run like a 2-1 shot, or win or ran? He ran huge. Flavian Pratt is so damn good on the turf. I hate him. No, that had nothing to do with anything me running bad, Dylan, just so you know. That had to do with just not having time to just put the bets together properly. That's all that was. That's all that was. Top GSR at Aqueduct just placed at 23-1. You had that? Nice. No, I just bet that wrong. That's all. Like, sometimes I got to be in the mood to play in tournaments. I know this is the ultimate betting challenge, and I probably should. So now I'm on to my second entry. So, and I know I put the 4 there, but as I was looking at this, I'm looking at the 4 going, I mean, like, his GSR is actually lower by 11 points. I'm thinking this horse is more of a sprinter. Here's the thing. Non-graded stakes race, going against winners for the first time. Could he win going longer? Yes, but he would need easier competition. You see, this is what you have to remember. It's not that this 4-horse can't win going 8 furlongs, because at the top of the stretch, he was right there. Or, yeah, he was right there. She was right there, excuse me. But at this level, she's going to be a better sprinter. And that's what I'll put as a note. I think. Will be a better sprinter. All right. All right. Well, when I tell you, then I gotta, you know what? All right, I'm gonna tell you, and then I gotta call it. I think I'm gonna focus on this other entry on the tournament and sit down and just relax, and because I'm clearly not gonna have a chance at focusing right now. So all right. You got it. Queen of the South. Don't forget, you guys. Queen of the South. Hopefully I can get to this race. Epidemic. Wait, is that it? Okay. Yes. So what it is, this horse had a troubled trip, broke from the rail, broke 9th, rushed up, didn't run bad. Okay. And this horse that was on the turf, I think they gave this horse the race. And look at the, it's a 19-point difference from the turf tab to the dirt tab. That's what it is. I'm going to just preface this though, okay? The only thing is you can see, and I made a note of this, that this horse might want longer. But what made me think this horse can sprint is how well this horse ran. And look at the workouts. I mean, prior to this. So I think that this 2-horse can run. Okay? But I also put a note on the 10 and the 11. Okay? Those two. But 10, 11, and 2. But Epidemic, this horse might be able to run. But I'm going to just tell you this. I know. Here's the thing. I know you, but this is a big difference. Look at the tabs. That tab from 55 to 74 is a huge difference, Tony. Might not seem like much. And if this horse doesn't win today, even if this horse is to run bad, this horse is 30-1 on the morning line. If this horse runs bad today, you're never getting 30-1. This horse is getting bet. But if this horse runs bad today, or even runs 4th or 5th, then watch this horse going long. So that's good information right there. So thank you, Jerry. So the idea was that we would have, so it's not a show anymore, Bill. So Brady and Justin are going to do a podcast. So here's the thing. Not everybody can sit there and do a 4 or 5 hour show. What time did we start? What time is it now? It's 3 o'clock. We only started at noon. There's been a short show in comparison, but these shows can take a lot out of you. So, but you got to watch for their show though. It's good. But what the idea was initially that I had, to your point, was that we would have eventually, 3-4 shows a day. Tomorrow's the mandatory pick 6 at Gulfstream Park. What about Santa Anita today? Is there a mandatory pick 6 payout today? But thank you for that, Jerry. So hopefully what we're going to be able to do is build content where we have shows that are going for everybody like all day long, every day. That's the goal. Through stream. Okay. Mandatory payout tomorrow, Gulfstream Park. We got that. What about mandatory? Okay, you got it. We'll do that before I go. Because I wouldn't leave you guys, but I'm having a hard time focusing on this tournament, and I've got 1 entry left, and I might as well give it a shot. So, Santa Anita. Life is good as a single. That's it. All right, nice. Had a good time. See you guys. No, okay, hold on. How big of a ticket do you want to play? It's a 20-cent play. We'll play for $60. All right. We'll go through this. Let's look at my notes. Made a late move, but was never winning. Race finished 1180. Broke 10th. Comes back at a similar level, has no speed. Is there a lot of pace in here? No. Okay. Don't like the 7. Well, Scotty long shot. At least have to look at it. You just have to at least give it a browse. Why is it using this as a Scotty long? Okay. Oh, you got a 3 to 5 EE morning line, 8 to 5. The 2 horse. 9 furlongs. This horse burnt money at 50 cents on the dollar and lost with the lead. I hate to see that. But here's the thing. I don't think that horse wanted 9 furlongs. So I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt. Okay. Single there. Storm the court. B plus work coming into this race means nothing anymore. Extra hope. B work coming into this race. That means nothing anymore. I have the hiccups. Trouble trip, then comes back and wins in the 62. Is Storm the Court the same horse? I mean, that's a grade 1. I mean, that's a grade 1 race. This is a grade 2 race, much easier. I'm looking for younger horses up and coming. That was and you're also got a 7 furlong distance, which you have to watch out for. Ride a comment single in the 9th. Let's look. Oh, my friend Brady gave me that horse. Said he really likes the 9. Write a comment. There you go. Brady's a damn good handicapper. He said that the 9 horse is It's a shot. I mean, it's got a really good chance. You definitely don't want to leave the 9 right a common out. For sure. You know, on the turf too, you can take somebody like Umberto on the top pick. He's on the 2, and then take somebody like Joe Rosario, the 5, and then Flavian Pratt on the 6. So like 1, 5, 6, 9. How about that? One, 5, 6, 9. Okay. I'm a little torn in this race here. I think this is a wide open race, and I don't know that I mean, Storm the Court seems to be getting a little bit long in the tooth, to be honest with you. Idle, my note is B work coming into this race. That doesn't mean anything anymore. Sometimes I'll put notes and I'll get rid of the notes. Max Field is just a beast right now. And I think that's the reason Florent Drouin's out here. If he's going to get beat, maybe he's going to get beat by whom? Let's see, jockey changes. Blinkers on the 4. You don't want to play a horse that's adding in a race like this, the San Diego Handicap, and you're adding new equipment. I don't like that. Like, that means you're trying to figure things out and you're adding new equipment. I don't like it. Nah. There doesn't seem to be much in this race. I think Maxfield is gone. I think Maxfield's a single. I'm gonna look at Independence Hall. Yeah, I think it's a 2-horse race. Ten, 11, 4, and 2. You have to use the 2, okay? Listen, this is a good tip on the 2. Okay? Now, it's not like the other 2 horses that I had but that's just what popped up today. This popped up on my email today. And but I am going to put watch for longer on dirt. This is a really well-bred horse. If this horse wins and you guys play this horse, you better tweet it out. And if it doesn't, just pretend I never told you. No, but this isn't as good as the other ones. I wish I had something better for you, but it popped up on my feed. But look at the numbers on this horse. I mean, seriously, look at the GSR plus. I mean, on dirt, these are really nice numbers. This is a nice, well-bred horse. So we'll see. And, I mean, the top win percentage in this race is only 27%. It's the first-time starter. We'll see. There you go. That's what I would give out. Right there. Okay. You like social paranoia? Which race is that? You like the 3-horse to romp. Okay, well, let's look. I have a note on it, 2 back. Very strong race. And then, you know what? You aren't wrong about that horse necessarily. I think we might need to add that horse. It's not going to cost that much more to add it. I think that's a good call. All right, we're going to do a $60 ticket. I take that back. I'm going to play this, by the way. When we hang up, I'm playing it. All right, good call on that. I think that horse has to be looked at. Yeah, Justin and Brady really like that 9. I know. Yeah, they told me that. I think that's it, you guys. I think I'm gonna. What's my note on mastering? B plus coming into this. That doesn't mean anything. I'm shocked this horse is 3-1 right now. I know there's only 14 minutes to the race, but I'm really, really surprised. I know this horse barely won last time out, and that was a 56 group. Which race, Justin, on the 2? Which race are we talking about now? Was that the last race? No, it wasn't the last. 10th race. No. Oh, Hit the Road. Let's see. Very nice horse. God, you're right. Damn it. You know, I think you're right. I think in race number 9, you have to add the 2. Okay, hold on. It's not going to cost that much more to do it. We have to do it. By the way, you can utilize these you can utilize this for like your pick 5 and pick 4 as well. Okay, but you're right. I mean, it's 18% too, and I know that Umberto got off of the 2, but who knows? $72 play. I just to be prudent, but I'll tell you what though, to Brady's point, he really did like this 9 horse. Write a comment, okay? So what you could do, where's Exalted at? Oh, here? You like the 7? Well, we're covering the horse, but yeah, this horse looks really good. I can see why you like this horse. I can see that. You're going against Life is Good? No, I can't. I might go against Mastering, though. I'll tell you that. All right. I think Life is Good is a good single. I really do. That's probably my best bet of the day is Life is Good. I mean, that's not saying much, but what I'm going to do, since I'm like, I don't know, how's the tournament going? Anybody know what's happening? What am I chasing right now? Let's see. $4,700. Evan's a great handicapper, by the way. Evan Traumer. Look at Sean Albert. Oh no, he's got 2,000, so he hasn't even played. All right. No, man, people aren't really doing much. Wow. Look at that. All right. I got a shot. I got an entry right now with $2,000 that I haven't even used yet. So what you're telling me is I have a chance. Oh yeah. I'm like tied for 17th place right now. I haven't done shit. All right. I'm down for that. I need to go focus and win this. I do. I need to go focus. I'm going to go drink a bunch of water and do this. This is fun. We're going to do more shows. Maybe just not as long, right? So just like some short shows, like 2-hour shows during the week or something like that, you know? But I hope you guys kill it and have a fantastic weekend. And you'll know if I tweet out that I did something good. And who knows? I'm going to go there, sit down on my couch, turn on the TV. And is Dave Weaver working? Or Caleb's working? I know Caleb's working over at Gulfstream right now, right? So I love listening to Caleb and Dave. Maybe Dave's off today. I don't know. But I appreciate you all. And I really appreciate you guys joining. And thanks, Gary. Thanks, Dan. Everybody, if I missed you all, and if I missed anybody's messages at all, I apologize. Sometimes it gets going really fast and I miss it. But I appreciate you all, and we'll see you next Saturday. Okay. All right. Thanks a lot. Don't forget to like the show. Thanks, Ronnie. See you later. Bye, guys.